here's Comey's plan, here's McCabe's plan, here is Mueller's plan. It's going to be Goose 1, Goose 2, and the surprise mystery guest is Michael Cohen. That's the John Dean. And I compared it to Watergate.
Look at the receipt. Yes, I agree. There's a message for us in here, George. You got to get some tradecraft stuff going and figure out what.
Give me 30 seconds.
This feeds into what we were doing today with the breadcrumb videos. I think it might be a little bit. So okay.
He's pimping Kim.com tuna salad.
Hang on now.
I mean, I can tell right now.
He's saying go to the.
I'm not going to look for.
Wait a minute. Summary.
Just
right?
punch out the metadata.
What about this? The bar tab, the money, the numbers, prawn dumplings, tuna salad.
No.
What do you mean? This is a coded message.
No, I'm not going to try to interpret.
Come on.
It's easy, just Kim. Here's the deal. Right now, post Seth Rich's profile information for Mega Upload. Bam. Boom.
What would that do? What would that
Because it would say it was Panda for Progress, or Panda for this, or Panda for that. And then everyone would go, oh, he had a Mega Upload account with Kim.com. That's for starters.
Why didn't we think about what he's trying to tell us with this?
But I'm not going to go into the
We're
rat
supposed
hole.
to be super spies.
I know, but that's the rat hole. I'm not going to go into it to the school. Kim, push it out.
I love talkie.
I know you think you love beef talkie.
I know I do.
Here's the deal. And go, shh.
Periscope. All right, he's on
Screen.
Hang on. Oh my God.
Bless you.
Bless you, Trish. Something's fishy. Oh, he's saying something's fishy.
I love you, Kim, but you need to just push out the metadata.
Kim will contact you.
So here's
Red. I have to be verified. Is that it? I don't know how to do that. Actually, I mean, who's spoofing crowdsource the truth? How do I become a verified crowdsource the truth? I mean, that's me.
I'm not going to be overwhelmed and awestruck that Kim.com
Tuna
is
salad.
communicating with us.
Check Facebook message. Okay.
That's not going to happen. Okay, so what needs to happen is metadata. So, lots of wine, whatever, but you can punch it out. Just do
I'm getting blown out with Facebook messages.
Just do a screen cut of Seth Rich's.
Hang on. Jason, grow some balls and shut George down. Well, why don't you come over here and do it, you shithead? He's 6'8".
No, why is that? Why is that like shutting me down?
I don't know, but these
what
crappy
is so
comments
hard
are just
about
idiotic.
Doing a screen cut of.
Hang on. Let's look at the Kim had dinner with Comey. Oh shit.
That was when he was flipping it, right? I said this. It's April 25. That's the meeting I was talking about earlier today.
Look at the Twitter's 0 hour.
0 hour 1 is the Twitter account that supposedly did all this. Trish, hang in there.
No, we should be able to figure this out.
At 0 hour 1, that's the person that supposedly is negotiating this New Zealand meeting. But I call bullshit. Kim, I call bullshit.
Go
Give
to
us the
Ibisu
fucking
Restaurant
data
or order
tonight.
at Kim.com. Maybe there's a website that we need to go to.
I don't want to go and
for Ibisu.
Just push out.
I'm not smoking dope, you idiot. I'm standing here in front of the phone. People are saying the dumbest stuff.
Don't
How do we knock out trolls on the? All right, you know what? I think this live stream is kind of getting into the weeds here.
Hold on. It's okay. I'm gonna stop.
0 hour says files left. Who's getting upset? Look, 0 hour. Okay, hang on. Real
0 hour.
DNC donor list in files. Okay, so people are already starting to figure stuff out. 0 hour 1 got the files. Don't bullshit Kim.
Well,
I'm not bullshitting
I'm
Kim.
not bullshitting him.
0 is legit. Oh dear Lord, help us all. Jason, you're doing an amazing job. Thank you. Love you guys too. How do I stop the trolls? I mean, I'm trying to run Twitter and all these other things. I'm not, but people are telling me to do that. Real Donald Trump. 0 hour 1 is a hacker.
You know what? I want everybody to be in the be on the 6th floor with nobody else in the hotel.
Kim is sending us a message with this receipt, but I'm
Look
not
at
sure
the
what it is.
Podesta, SEIU, and
Come to the Ibisu restaurant in Auckland. Is there an Ibisu restaurant in New York? Is there?
are you really
regular
trying to
tweet.
interpret some arcane?
Well, he did tweet it while we were on here, and we did tell him to send us a coded message.
Just say
So
it.
they're saying at.
Just tell me. Just
Wow.
tell me his handle. It's Panda for what?
Oh boy, I'm about to lose battery.
Just give me his account name. If you are Seth Rich, just give me his Mega Upload account name. How hard is that? That's like 7 or 8 characters.
All right, so I'm here with Real Donald Trump, 0 hour 1. Washington, okay. File structure, Seth Rich phone. Is 6 minutes ago. Is that from what we just, Trish, is that file structure for Seth Rich's phone from what we just uploaded? Because that's something.
That would be interesting.
Follow Kim. I am following Kim.
Show her that.
So this is what, let me follow 0 hour here. So he's got the file structure for his phone. So I guess is he using an Android phone? CNBC, DNC, documentation, donor analysis, early vote. Can we see that? What else has he got there?
I thought this was
E-Day, FEC, finance, holiday cards, marketing.
That's Federal Elections Commission.
Yes, Trish needs a break. Trish, would you like a break? Are you getting bored with us? You look tired.
You look tired.
I'm like trying to patch things up. Like I've upset some people, but I actually do need to go because I have to get trained tomorrow.
No problem. Well, we're so delighted that you did
Thanks,
this.
Trish.
I really think this is going to make a difference, and you've been a fantastic first guest here on the Skype platform. I hope everybody has enjoyed having the real Trish Dish here with us, and I hope everybody really appreciates the risks that she took, even if it's not a risk to her safety, risking personal relationships and all of that. Trish, I certainly appreciate it. I would not write any shitty comments and send them up on the comment thing there.
Well, we're live now,
Thank you.
folks, and
And I
so
really
I'm in the
think something
office here with Dr. Jerome Corsi.
helpful to-
Okay.
Thank you, Doctor, for making your time available and
Thank
your
you.
gracious
Have a great
hospitality.
night, Trish. We're going to see you tomorrow, okay?
Thanks.
Bye. So great to meet you. Thank you. All right. That was great. Okay. So, I'm not drunk. No.
No, I am.
George has had a few drinks, but I'm not drunk. All right. So I think here's what we got. Kim
But I'm
sent
still
us
breaking
this.
stories.
So all right, guys. What do? We got to now go in and find this file structure and see what files are in there from 6-1. So Seth Rich's phone. Okay, let's retweet that.
That's pretty amazing. I thought this was going to be a false flag, you know.
I did not. I knew she had the goods. All right, so I've got these on my, and we've got also William Croslow looking at these files. So, all right, so let's go back to the download. So he's got CNBC in there somewhere.
I am drunk. Yeah.
I can
So
help
what
them.
could be- okay, there could be. Shit, my battery is low. I gotta plug in here. Trisha's married, I think. People want you to ask her out. I don't think that's gonna work. So, all right. So,
I
I'm
like
not
Trish.
really
She's hot.
sure what to do. FEC.
Sorry, Trish.
Here, wait. Here's CNBC. What's in there? Here's Excel files. Earnings, equities, portfolio. .dat. I don't really even know what to do with a .dat file. I mean, here's the thing, guys. I'm not a hacker. I'm a
I can
film
fucking
guy.
do this!
I know
God
how to,
damn it!
You know.
I think that drunk diatribe there, that 3 minutes of like network, you know. You remember network?
Yeah.
You know, where I'm not gonna take it.
Yeah, I'm mad as hell.
I'm mad as
I'm not
hell.
gonna take it
That
anymore.
was who was the actor there?
William Hurt, wasn't it?
No, not William Hurt. William.
I don't know.
And then he died.
Well, all right. So,
who's
to
got-
our friends on Periscope, Jason, 0 hour is going through the files now. Good. I'm sure he is she is far better equipped to evaluate these files than me. See, what we're trying to do here, guys, is to create. This is the
Disgusting
whole point
drama, right.
of crowdsourcing the truth. We went and made this live stream and got connected with I got
William
connected
Holden,
with-
thank you.
William Holden. I got connected with George, and together we connected with Trish. She found the files. We send them out to you, and now we get 0 Hour combing through them, and we're all
Peter
working
Finch.
together.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
This is not his phone, someone says. So who's trying to get in touch with me?
You know, this shit is stressful.
I mean, the problem with getting
You know?
in touch with me is that, yeah, there's a billion messages popping up on every single thing we're dealing with here.
Because
What's
I can't
the
come off
fucking
Peter Finch
Periscope
like
link,
that.
motherfuckers? God damn!
Right,
Okay, wait a minute. So, the best way for whoever wants to get in touch with me that's important is for everybody that's just saying stuff.
Post to crowdsourcethetruth.com.
Post,
Or-
yeah,
or-
yeah, or just email me with truth@crowdsourcethetruth.org. So, all right, here, let me add all these people here. Let's have everybody stop making comments for a second, and let's have the Periscope just tell me who it is that's trying to get in touch with you. Tuna salad, Auckland. What does that mean? I'm not getting
It was
it.
one of the
Breadcrumbs.
items on
Yes,
his-
yes.
God,
I know.
fuck, what is this
Breadcrumbs.
guy's name?
0 Hour. Okay.
Well, we should do
so
the
0
breadcrumbs.
Hour. I mean, follow me back here on Twitter, and let's do a DM on Twitter. Ooh, he's in Washington D.C.
You know who I think that is? I think that's DC Dale.
Look, and he's got the Spider-Man picture as his.
I think that's DC Dale.
Well, I think the best way to do
Kim
it
is on Periscope.
Okay. 0 Hour 1.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm sorry to call you out, bro, but
I've
I'm
got
not gonna-
I've got
I'm not
0
gonna
Hour
wait-
1
I'm
right
not going to
here.
wait for the Comey school play with Goose 1, Goose 2.
We got people saying Israel did 9/11. We're trying to figure out Seth
Goose
Rich's
one,
phone.
Goose two,
Can we
and-
please stop with all the stupid comments? Kim's at dinner with 3 people. Okay, we got that. 0 Hour 1 is the best.
Don't-
Not in DC. Well, that's what I'm
Kim,
looking at here.
Don't be here's the
Files are Josh Hendler's. I don't know who Josh Hendler is. Okay.
So the MWW school play here.
So
can I
what do
just
we
say it?
do with Josh Hendler files? I can't ignore them because there's 50,000. No, Ibisu
Okay.
is not in San Francisco. He's saying it's in Auckland.
So
And I'm
the
in New York, even if
MWW
it is in
school
San
play
Fuck!
here.
So
can I
what do
just
we
say it?
do with Josh Hendler files? I can't ignore them because there's 50,000. No, Ibisu is not in San Francisco. He's saying it's in Auckland. And I'm in New York. Even if it is in San Francisco, I might as well be on the moon. We're not going there right now.
The MWW school play is Goose 1, Witness 1, Goose 2.
Call the restaurant. That's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Thank you. That makes sense. All right, so let's
So
go.
let's get Kim.com on the phone because those Comey school play is New York.
How did you not figure that out?
No,
See,
I know that's good. You are the sane person, but I'm just saying what the school
But the
play
phone
is.
number's not on there, so let's find the phone number.
You do that while I
for the
speak
BC
about the
restaurant.
school play, because
Okay.
here's what's coming with the hack scenario, the hack narrative. Goose 1, Goose 2, Cohen as your super surprise witness, and then here comes Kim.com as the counterbalancing witness, and he's going to be, well, actually we didn't have.
Don't insult him. We're about
No, I'm not trying to insult him, but I've seen these before where there's this big witness that's going to save the world, right? As somebody just posted the phone number. Yeah, go back here, right here.
I've got the phone number.
There's this big witness, and everyone puts their energy into this big witness, and then they collapse it at the end. And then Wolf Blitzer, 1 minute.
My goal is we're going to take the heat off of Kim.com so he doesn't have to do anything.
I am. That's what I'm trying to
But then
do.
am I going to get stuck in jail? Because I don't want that either.
Well, I don't mind doing 30 years. I mean, I don't
I
care.
don't want to do that.
No, I don't care because this is too important. But I've seen this before where all the energy and all the support and all the searches go toward this star witness that we're hopeful, and then boom, they collapse it, and then Wolf Blitzer 1 minute later says, well, that settles
Okay.
that.
Calling the restaurant. Hang on.
Calling the restaurant.
Mark, how are you doing? Are you familiar with a customer there that goes by the name Kim.com?
Yes, sir.
Is he in the restaurant right now? I believe he's trying to reach me.
No, the restaurant are actually closed, but
Oh.
exactly not yet.
Okay.
They're closed.
Do you have a...
Okay, if I was here for lunch, if they were like this for lunch.
All right. let them know that Kim. Sorry.
The restaurant's closed.
I see. And do you have his phone number? If I give you my number, can you call him and give it to him?
The shift is stressful.
Actually, have his phone number. So usually it's, let me check. Let me just do a quick search.
Okay, no problem. Thanks very much.
They say he's on Periscope.
Okay.
They say he's on Periscope, Jason.
Okay, hang on. My laptop is almost dead. So there's
Fucking goddamn it.
Fango is trying to get in touch with us. Is that on Twitter?
Tuna salad.
Tuna salad.
I'm calm. I'm
What
just
do I do
saying.
with tuna salad. I'm not sure what that means.
That was on the receipt he sent us, was the Kim.com tuna salad.
I know, but I don't know what to do with that. I just linked up with DeFango on Twitter. So okay.
I'm not gonna wait till the end of the hearings 30 days from now
Hang on a
and
second.
have Kim.com say, well, actually, Kim, Sethrichfiles only uploaded, Jim Croce.
He's with Kim. He's screaming to want to help you right now. He's
Okay.
on his YouTube channel. What's his YouTube channel? Sethrichfiles. Okay, well that's us. So here, what's this?
So somebody sitting with Kim.com right now is trying to upload and say something.
Okay, let's go to YouTube.
But I'm running out of patience. I don't want to wait for the 30th day and channel all.
Okay, he's live now. DeFango's live now.
DeFango's live now.
Alright, guys, but I don't have Kim.com with me, guys. I don't have Kim.com with me. I can help you guys get to him, though. I can help you get to him.
Bring him over.
I got George Webb on the phone, or on the stream. They wanna speak with you. Come on, Kim. Let's do this shit. Oh, did we lose the stream over here or something? Okay, perfect. Hey, how's it going, George Webb? How you doing? What's good? I'm messaging him right now. I've had a direct connect to him for a while, but the message that he was sending out to you was kind of like, you guys were supposed to call back then, so we're trying to get him back connected on this thing right now.
Well, I'm out there 100%.
He's hooking it up.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm hooking it up. I'm like,
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
What's that?
hopefully he's watching this thing, because I couldn't find his Periscope. I couldn't find his stream on Periscope, but I heard he had one going. So you guys were looking at those pages from earlier, right? Because I just got that stuff extracted from today.
Took us a little while.
All I want is a conversation.
Yeah, we're definitely trying to get you guys hooked up with the conversation right now. I'm just like trying to make sure that he's cool with it. So I don't see why he wouldn't be talking to anybody on this one.
Okay.
So I'm giving him your Periscope links, and then I'm giving him the other links. And if you guys got a number, DM me on Twitter and I'll send it to him. Yeah, we're definitely trying to get you guys hooked up with the conversation right now. I'm just like trying to make sure that he's cool with it. So I don't see why he wouldn't be talking to anybody on this one.
Okay. Hey, if we can have, there's a huge delay, DeFango.
Yeah, I get that there's a huge delay. Is there any chance that you guys want to call me up or maybe do a Google
You gotta
Hangout?
follow me back, don't you, for me to DM you?
Oh, did I not follow you back? I could have swore I just followed you.
If we can have, there's a huge... it's gotta be...
Yeah, I get that there's a huge delay. Is there any chance that you guys want to call me up or maybe do a Google Hangout?
Hang on.
Did I not follow you back? I could have swore I just followed you. I got it all sent it over to him, so if he's going to get any contact, he's coming over. Did you guys know that your Periscope says that it's not even available anymore?
Okay, he's got the number. Okay, so I'm gonna... Okay, all right. So here's what's just happened. We're now communicating with DeFango. DeFango has got a phone number that Kim.com can use to call us right here. And I had to give him a Skype in number because my regular phone is doing this stream.
No worries.
So your phone bill will be higher this month.
No, that's fine. We got to see what's up.
All right, perfect. So we
All
got
right,
the
so
information
that's cool.
over
We're getting
Kim
somewhere.
that we're getting
No
somewhere.
one cares, Jason. About what?
Don't react to that.
Yeah, George
We
and
just
Jason
want to
are
connect
here.
with Kim right now.
He's working it out.
I know he's working it out, and that.
The guy who I just called at the restaurant said that, yeah, we should have just called the restaurant. That was stupid. I'm a 6-year-old.
We did call the restaurant, and
Looking at the trolls. Well, where's people
don't
who
look
can
at the trolls.
get rid of the trolls? Call Hannity. Is that my mom?
I don't want
Writing
to.
that?
I don't. No, I don't. You know, Hannity. I mean,
Hannity should call us once we get this information going.
he should be here.
Yeah, Hannity's gonna sit right here.
Why not?
Okay, the Twitter for me is CS the truth, like crowdsource the truth. So if you go on Twitter, link up with me, CS the truth. George is gonna be Truth Seeker, right? Well, no, what's your
Truth Leaks.
Truth Leaks. Sorry, Truth Leaks. Okay, and we got DeFango right now working on trying to put us in touch with Kim.com.
Every night we've talked with Kim.com. We've had a little bit of back and forth, but I'm not. I don't want to deal with somebody through a keyhole. I want a conversation.
He's gonna call us.
No, I know. I'm not trying to. I'm just saying. I want a conversation.
Josh Hendler is. Somebody said something about Josh Hendler. I find it hard. This was on his Android phone. Well, the days of the future are past.
Everything has to be focused on the conversation.
I was the VFX unit stereographer on X-Men Days of Futures Past. We shot explosions and things like that.
We're trying to talk to Kim.com right now. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, yeah. We've got.
No, we're not going to bed. We're about ready to talk to Kim.com.
No, we're not going to bed with
Okay,
Kim.com.
because this is the
Call.
star witness in the whole impeachment
Look,
trial.
my goal is that Kim.com can say something to us that will allow us to do something with this information so that he doesn't
Now.
have to put himself at risk,
Now.
but we can get the same result, like getting the information out.
Now.
I also probably should have called some friends who were lawyers before I tweeted out that information, but I don't know. That was just a file.
You're screwed anyway.
Am I?
Yeah.
DeFango says copy
Wait till you
that.
get on. Wait till you get on McCabe's list.
Yeah, well, I'm there.
You won't worry about your net worth.
I'm not worried about my net worth right now. I'm worried about, getting stuck in a deep hole. CNN said only professional journalists. Well, CNN doesn't know a goddamn thing about professional journalists because they got Jake Tapper and all
If
kinds
you-
of Jim
I
Acosta.
challenge-
They are fake news.
I challenge anyone to do what Jason and I did, which is go to Washington D.C.
Yeah.
Go
Run down the
go through the
Congress
halls
people.
of Congress. I filmed it all with Jason. You can go into all these buildings yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can find out for yourself.
Takes 0 balls to write a shitty comment. It takes a lot of balls to go chase down Congress people and do all that.
Go ahead and do that, and then if you come away 2 weeks later with some wacky whatever, fine. What I came away
Hey, give me
with,
your phone for a second. I want to make sure that number that I just.
what I came away
working on
with
Skype.
was everyone was scared out of their freaking mind of Hillary Clinton, and this Awan Brothers thing was a boiling pot in the, you know how the lid goes, like it was like, oh my God, this thing is gonna blow. And we went to Debbie Wasserman Schultz's, and I didn't think this would work.
No, but I meant to unlock that.
Oh,
No, that number's
And-
definitely gonna work. That's the Skype in number.
and it somehow. it worked.
Awan and Bill Clinton, tweet that at me, or who's
That's
got
a
the
picture. It's just a picture.
Do we have that already?
I have it. I had
Somebody
that
should
at
post-
day 80. I had
Oh.
that at day 80.
Check my
we're on
tweets.
220.
Okay, hang on.
221.
Somebody's tweeting at me.
Remember,
Apparently.
what's his name? Michael Keaton. Well, I'm going to wire this 220, 221.
Google Cloud. Kim.com, check your DM, man. These boys want to talk. Well, he was on, Fango. He knows we had the files. And then Google Cloud says get $300 free trial credit today. That's weird. So I don't really understand.
I'm going to go over the narrative one more time. Goose 1, Goose 2, Michael Cohen, and then the star witness for the opposition, Kim.com. Now, they could collapse Kim.com, trapdoor, everyone who has been following him, waiting. Kim.com, he's going to be the star witness. They collapse that, and then Wolf Fletcher comes in and says, well, I guess that settles that.
What is this doing?
It was Russian hacking.
Cloud. I don't get it.
It's not a leak, it's a hack. That's what's coming. And
No,
McCabe,
we're gonna bust that.
McCabe is as obvious as Little Red Riding Hood. You know when he says, my grandmother, you have sharp teeth, or big teeth you have. That's the McCabe thing.
Oh, yeah,
This
tomorrow.
is a school play. They're coming with
It says old files not worthy of our work. I don't know about that. Did you have the files? Has anybody had these files?
Well, I like that. I mean, I like that people are looking at the file structure. And see
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you've looked at every file in there. I mean, that's hide the chat. Okay.
so people are saying, oh, we're not,
But
you know,
what people
challenging.
don't understand about NGP Van is that yes, it contains old files, but that was a huge thing.
So everybody needs to understand that NGP Van has this base file,
that are old.
and then you keep adding these,
Right.
just like email zip files, and it keeps adding, and then you make this 2017.
Son of a
file.
Not
bitch.
a new leak, Tim says. Well, all right.
Well,
so there's nothing in it.
that's what I said from the beginning. This could be just somebody pulling a file off the internet.
But
And
legit
that's why I said do
nonetheless.
the checksum.
Financial files are from July 2016.
That's why I
Lots
said.
from July of 2016. No, but it's legit. Still legit.
That's what I said. Do the checksum and see if we've already had.
Mods, do your job. Yeah, get rid of these goddamn trolls. Here's a question for the trolls. Why the hell do you even have time to bother with this? Go find something to do.
Well, it's fine. If it was already out there, then
These are from
that's
September and already in the public domain.
fine.
All right.
Good.
Okay.
That's
so
why.
then
That's
this
why
was a
we
waste
put
of
it out.
time.
No, it isn't. It isn't.
Come on, think.
It isn't.
Sexy bombshell.
They actually work for thing. I think that this might be the files. I'm looking at them right now. I just don't want to show
She
them.
thought-
Dumb big mistake.
Well, fuck it. I should
Look
show them
at
anyway.
DWS stuff. All right, that's a good idea. How do we get to Debbie Wasserman Schultz stuff?
So that led to Kim.com asking us what's the source. Now tomorrow's Infowars.
Oh, that might be. Hang on.
There you go.
This is Jason. Whoops, what happened? It ran away. It was an unknown number. Anon 5. These comments are just coming too
Please
fast.
call us again, or one.
Yeah.
Is there a callback function?
No, it was an anonymous number.
This isn't official.
But I don't know why that hung up right away. It should be working. Yeah, is there anything new in the file? Who got doxxed? I got doxxed? Oh, alright. Skype. Trolls are getting deleted. Thank you. Why are people doxing me? That's like, you know, what's gonna happen? Josh Handlers. Oh, they probably doxed me because I put out this with all these other people's information. I've been doxed by WikiLeaks through the so-called North Korea hack.
Goose 1. Goose 1 got you. Twice.
You know, why are there so many idiots here? Because we must be doing
Don't
something.
worry, you overreact.
I'm not
to the
overreacting
negative.
to the idiots. I'm trying to analyze it. If there's nothing here, I don't think there would be so many trolls.
Of course, that's just flack. That's just flack that you go to the target.
Creator of the zip file. Oh, was he? Because Trish was the creator of the zip file. Or maybe that's...
No, the other guy was. He pulled shit off the internet, and the checksum showed that it was a bit matched. That's fine. You know, she still did what she did, you know, and we still got a contact out of Kim.
Yes,
With
you
Kim.
counter resistance, you're going the right way. If it's not relevant, I'm ignoring it, but the problem is it's great. Call H.A. Goodman. All right, we could do
Let's
that.
call him right now.
But I can't because my phone, you gotta call him from your phone.
All right. But here's the deal. I don't give a flying flip who you are. If it's Trump, I don't care. You don't impress me.
Send this shit to WikiLeaks.
I don't care.
That's a pretty good idea.
Call me and let's solve this shit, okay? Scavino, call me.
Avon Sellers.
This is George. Yeah, who's this? Oh, Thomas Paine. Thomas Paine. I'm going to put you on speaker, okay, Thomas? All right, I love you, man. I love your tweets. And,
Seems like you had kind of a rough one.
so,
Everything all right?
yeah, so anybody who doesn't know who Thomas Paine is on Twitter, this guy is awesome. And, you know, I got a lot of Merlot in me, Thomas, but if you really want a great education in American history, you will read Thomas Paine. You won't just read the pamphlet of Common Sense. You'll read the big ass book that he writes about the French Revolution and how that leads to the U.S. or that came after it, right? Yeah. All the French.
Rights of man, rights of man.
Rousseau, Rights of Man, and all that
Right.
stuff. I mean, it's beautiful. The original Thomas Paine. It's like a huge volume. So Thomas, you're famous. Talk to the people.
No, I'm checking in on you. I want to make sure everything's cool. I tried to reach you earlier today.
Well, it's an honor. You know, you tweeted out one time, "Hey, George
Lots
Webb."
of BlackBerry numbers listed with contact list from White House folder. That seems
That's
relevant.
nice. I like that. But Thomas, you know, we have an audience of about 2,300. I think we're trying to get a hold of Kim.com, and we're trying to get ahead of this kangaroo court trial that's going to be for Trump with this Russia hack narrative. So we just need you to say something right now that is you know, on topic and appropriate.
Well, I mean, everybody in the last couple weeks has been saying Mueller's gonna, you know, come in like a white knight on a white horse. That's not gonna happen. I worked for him, did a lot of work for him,
Yeah.
and I can't get into some of the things that were done. He was FBI director, but he's no white knight.
Yeah.
I mean, people should
No
be
white
very
knight at
concerned
all.
about him.
I agree. Thank you for saying that, Thomas.
Thomas,
This is Jason. How
did
are
you work in the FBI?
I worked with the FBI. I worked with a lot of other people.
Yeah, this stuff
I
is
worked for
fucking old.
everybody, 20 years.
How in what capacity, can we ask?
Telecommunications, international liaisons for attachés all over the world, U.S., Africa, UK. I started out as a journalist, but I had to get out of that because there wasn't any money to feed the family, and journalism was going downhill back then too.
Were you CIA or what were you?
Excuse me?
Were you CIA?
We'll get into that stuff later, you and I.
Were you a
We'll
knock?
Get into that stuff later, but
Were you a knock, Thomas?
I don't even know what that is.
Non-official cover. Non-official cover.
Yeah.
See you, White
No,
House.
I'm probably gonna do something if Mueller does something and he fucks this whole thing up. Excuse my language.
That's fine.
Then I'm gonna have to come out with the stuff that we have
really?
on him,
Really?
and it's pretty deadly stuff. And funny enough, it has to do with Russia. So, and it goes back to when he 2001, 2002, 2003. So we're sitting on that. I have my fingers crossed. Maybe he's changed a little bit. I don't know though.
Leopard
I'm
doesn't
actually
change
pretty
the
worried
spots,
about it.
does he, Thomas?
Yeah.
So are you the real @Thomas Paine, the Twitter guy that I think you are?
Yeah, you asked me to reach out to you today, right? I got
Yeah.
messages. Yeah.
This is an honor for me, really, because you are amazing. Hey,
Well,
Thomas.
you've had a long day, man. I'm checking in on you because I've been keeping an eye on you. We stay under the radar, so I'm keeping an eye on you, and because these you're up against nefarious people. And there's a lot of people on the internet and on Twitter. They think this is a game. This is not a fucking game. This is real life. People
Thank you.
why don't you use your real name? Well, because I've been around and I know what people are up against. So when people see you on the internet, every day doing your day, 219, day 163, they don't even understand what you're up against. So when I call to reach out to you, I'm trying to make sure that you're still holding everything together because it can get pretty lonely some days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but people don't understand it. They just think, I'll log on, I'll give a couple tweets and this and that and the other thing. But it's pretty real when you're at ground zero, so to speak, trying to uncover what's going on with these people. We took a shitload of shrapnel in November for our Clinton stuff. We kind of had to go underground because it was, looking back on it, I don't even know if we should have published that stuff because it was really too hot. And we had a whole lot of the stuff back. People thought that was real edgy. I mean, the stuff we had to cut out of there was even more edgy. So, and the stuff you're doing now, I mean, you're right on the edge.
Shit.
Right on the edge. So I was thinking about you today, and I watched a couple of your videos, and I said, I could tell you're under a little bit of stress, so I just wanted to check in on you.
Well, I appreciate that, Thomas. I remember the first day that you retweeted me and said, hey, you should check out George Webb. And that was about, I think, 90 days ago. And I said, I remember my comment. I said, somebody said, did you know that so-and-so retweeted you at like the White House and Thomas Paine retweeted you? And I said, Thomas Paine retweeted me? Fuck, I'll take that any fucking day of the week.
Lenovo laptop, $64,400.
Yeah.
So what is that about?
So Thomas, the value of the laptops and Blackberries that are in the evidence cage at the Capitol Police, we've got between $500,000 and $645,000, and they're going to be the Lenovo laptops. And this is what I was a programmer, and we called it stepwise refinement, and Jason calls it Kaizen. Just a little bit of improvement every day and you get there. It's kind of like that song, just what makes that little old ant think he can, do a big rubber plant, right? And we're down now to exactly what is the value of the laptops and Blackberries in the evidence cage at the Capitol Police that Debbie Wasserman Schultz is trying to threaten Werner Rosa, the police chief, and it's this crowdsourcing. It's not me, it's the crowdsourcing. It's Jason and you, Thomas. I'm just gonna call you Thomas.
Well, I mean, you guys, I've been watching Jason and H.A. Goodman and stuff from a distance. You guys are on the front lines. It takes a lot of guts to be on the front lines. People don't understand that they think that, like I said earlier, they think this is like some kind of a game. Because I think that they're pre-programmed with what they see on television. Everything's right. These dramas are wrapped up within 45 minutes. The real life stuff is very heavy and it's very complicated. And, people say, they're trying to solve a murder. You can't solve a homicide and things like that. Well, maybe you can. Maybe you can because it seems like every day when you guys make strides, the players in this game are accelerating the script, so to speak. I mean, look at Wasserman Schultz the last couple of days. She's gone off the rails.
Absolutely.
I love her. Keep having hearings, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Please keep having hearings.
She's like, she's eating right out of your hand.
Yeah.
And that just tells you that they're very nervous.
Yeah.
They're very, very nervous.
We saw Petraeus last night, Thomas. We saw Petraeus, and it was the most thin, wet paper tissue argument for attacking China that we ever heard. And then at the last second, it was, that means we need to attack Philippines too. You know, almost like as an underbar, a footnote. And we came out of there, and Jason.
Did you see the stream, Thomas?
He streamed it.
I saw you guys talking about it.
It was terrible. It was so disgraceful.
And you know, Trish, the gal we had on earlier, Negron, went to Harvard, and she does Harvard proud. But I'm telling you, what was that guy's name?
His name was Graham Allison, who wrote the book.
Graham Allison did Harvard. I mean, after I saw that, I was, how the hell did you get to be? How did you get a Harvard degree? I mean, it was such a thin. I mean, it was the thinnest. I mean, here is the justification I heard, and I don't know. I sat through 2 hours of David Petraeus and Graham, what's his name, and they said, you know what, the Chinese built a bridge across this one river in 48 hours.
So we should bomb them.
And it was twice as big as the Anderson Bridge on the Charles River, which is what, 4 years in? 5?
6 years, he said. It's
And,
not finished.
and 3 times over budget. So this is why we have to bomb them. We have to bomb them because they're off the hook productivity-wise. And that was their argument. That was the summation of the argument.
Yeah, but George, he sold his soul. I mean, I work with guys. We know guys. He could have blown the whole roof off the entire administration when he got in his jam. And instead, you know, he took his pension, he put his tail between his legs, and he worked a plea deal. I mean, come on. I mean, where are the stand-up guys? That guy could have brought the entire house of cards to his knees. Where are the stand-up guys in the FBI? The NYPD? They're there. I mean, is there nobody that wants to just step up and say, Jesus, I'm sick of this? I mean, you know, we talk to people off the record all the time. I got to be honest with you. I'm tired of talking to fucking people off the record. I'm tired of it. I mean, it's crazy. It's like somebody's got to, you know, there's a line in all the President's Men where Ben Bradley says, when is somebody going to go on the record in this story? And, you know, it's gotten to that point. I mean, Jesus God Almighty.
Thomas, are you in Boston, New York, or Washington?
No, we're out of Philadelphia.
Phil, I had a feeling you were between D.C. and New York because all your stories are either D.C. or New York.
Yeah, well, when I was a journalist, I worked in D.C. Metro. That's where I cut my teeth when I was in my 20s. And it was like, you know, that was back when journalism was journalism, not this stuff they call it today. I mean, it wasn't as slanted. You still had bias in the newsrooms and stuff like that, but it's nowhere near like it is today. It's completely off the rails. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
But
well, I follow
on the
you.
East Coast. I've worked all over the place, but you know, I'm partial to the East Coast. I mean,
Well,
you're a West Coast guy, right?
So you're True Pundit, right?
Yes.
So I tell my people that a lot of the True Pundit people, and you guys are soaring in ratings. I tell them, I say half of them are ex-NYPD and the other half are FBI.
We don't have that many NYPD guys. I mean, we've had some contacts that have been good to us. You know, through the years, you meet guys at different situations where they move on, they leave NYPD, and then they go into the federal system and things like that. So you meet them that way. But you know, we have a lot of different people. And I think that's a good thing about us too, is we're getting stuff from all over the place. Like some of that McCabe stuff we had from his internal meetings and stuff like that. We'd never be able to get stuff like that if we were just journalists. So we have to stir the pot a little bit by adding guys in. And there's a lot of retired guys and things like that that give us information. You know, we depend on that. It's great information, great inside stuff.
So who wrote today's story about the CAO firing squad that
Debbie Wasserman Schultz was accusing the Iwan brothers, or accusing the CAO guy, IT guys, the chief administrative officer of the Congress.
That was from Daily Caller.
That was Daily Caller. I thought you guys had an article on that.
Well, we have a licensing agreement with them, so we published the good stuff.
Oh, okay. So was that Luke?
I don't know who it was. I think maybe. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know who. I think we put up like 70 articles today.
Who wrote the original one, which with Boyce and the Wiener Huma article on October the 4th?
Yeah, I wrote that one.
You wrote that?
Yeah, I covered all the Hillary stuff for the election. That's all. I mean, I didn't research it all myself. We had sources and stuff like that. But, I wrote all the Hillary stuff pre-election.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, I'm gonna let you go. It was an honor to have you call
Listen,
in.
If you need anything, hit me up on DM and we'll swap out numbers and stuff. And if you get in a jam or you need anything, let me know.
Thanks, Thomas. I appreciate it.
You take care of yourself.
Good night.
See ya.
So my series started when Thomas wrote that article. Jason, wake up. Jason, wake up. He's sleeping.
Well,
See,
it's late as hell. You don't wait.
everyone says, "Oh, George drinks too much," but Jason goes to sleep.
Well, first of all, I was awake way later than you last night. I woke up before you this morning, and it's been a hell of a week. I think it's time to end the stream and go to sleep. Did Kim call? No.
Yeah, well, everyone's asking about Kim.com.
I mean, I was looking, I was waiting, and he didn't say it. So I think that I DM'd him on Twitter. I sent him
Okay,
a
so
phone number.
so what we'll do now is
We asked him for a coded message, and we got a receipt from a restaurant and failed to decode it.
It's 12:47. Okay.
That's what I mean. It's late as hell.
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. You're right. So I'm gonna just breadcrumbs. I'm just gonna sweep the breadcrumbs.
We're gonna have to talk about it tomorrow.
No, just real quickly.
I don't even want to talk about it. I'm so tired.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. You don't have to do it. The breadcrumbs Jason did. The balloons. If you saw the balloons.
Someone from the international press. All right, so report on it.
So the balloons were Bauman.
Well, wait, no. We're getting too specific. The videos were.
Jason put up videos.
Okay, hang on. Wait, it just rings once and then it goes away. Why aren't.
Jason put up some videos today that are breadcrumbs, and what we're trying to do is give the audience a forward look into the discussions that are going to happen later that night. Tonight. And one of the breadcrumbs was these balloons that said hot air.
We're full of hot air, it said.
Yeah, and the
Can we talk about it tomorrow?
no, just really quickly, because people are waiting.
We had a million drinks and.
No.
Wow,
Berkman.
we still have 2.2 thousand.
No, just let me.
Okay. I'm awake.
Berkman,
I didn't get MK Ultras. I fell asleep on
and
the couch.
Bauman.
Not an only child, Clark. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, Berkman and Bauman, okay? Berkman and
H.A.
Bauman are the hot air. So everybody who had Berkman and Bauman written in for hot air, Bauman is the PR front, the school play in
Kim
front of...
tweeted again.
Okay. I'll just put in anyway, Bauman is the school play in front of the parents of Sethridge. Berkman is the school
Hang
play.
on now. This is the cool book you get when you file a petition to the Supreme Court of the United States. If I win, all of you win. And he's showing us the Supreme Court. So he's filed a petition, and they signed it. It says, Kim, to your freedom.
You should show the folks that. He just retweeted.
If everybody wants to go onto Twitter and see, Kim put that tweet up.
That's 2
He's
minutes.
sending us the coded messages that we asked for, and we're not doing a good job of decoding.
All right. I will try to analyze, but I don't like the shit because I want
No,
to
this is how he's got to do it. It's a petition for a writ of what is that? Finn Batato, Bram Vander Kolk, Julius Benko, Nadius. These seem like Dutch guys or something.
Yeah,
They're the claimants.
Petitioners.
Mega Stuff Limited. So this is his company,
Yeah.
and all assets listed in the attachment A, and interest, benefits, and assets traceable thereto versus America. Petition of writ. We need a lawyer to tell us what this means. I have no idea. Sullivan. Wait, who's the lawsuit here? Counsel for the record. William Burke. Stephen House. Kim, if you're hearing us, Kim.com.
Explain this.
tuna
Call us.
salad. Yeah, call me on Skype. I'll take it in the other room, and it doesn't have to be on the feed if you don't want it to be.
Put it on the feed.
I don't drink coffee. Fight for the call. Yeah, Kim, I do believe DeFango sent you my number. I will take it in the other room.
Why?
Because if he wants it to be Kim.com/tuna salad.
He's not going to get in trouble. Just have a call for the people.
Wait, look, here's something. Download the video. He sent us a mega upload video.
But I don't want a mega upload.
Well, it might be a message.
I want a conversation with Kim.com.
What's MegaSync? I don't have that. We'll just take it on the browser. It's 2 gigs. It's going to take a little while. No, maybe not that. It says 33 minutes. Oy.
Oi!
I'm only getting 2. Okay, no, it's down to 7 minutes. That's better. 5 minutes. 4 minutes. Okay. All right, we're getting somewhere.
Call
We're getting
Kim,
somewhere, guys.
everyone
I don't
say.
have Kim's phone number, but
We got Kim.
Kim's got my Skype in number. Wait, it was sent to him on April 7th. We do need some sleep.
No, we don't need sleep. We need to
We
crack
need to
this
figure
fucking
this
nut.
out. Yeah, coffee is great, George.
I know
Audio.
coffee's good, but
Breadcrumbs. Who signed the writ?
oh, that's a good question.
I can't. J.H. Who is that? Who signed that? No, E.H. I don't know. April 7th, 2017.
777 6th Avenue Northwest.
Washington, D.C. Ira.
Is that the Court of Appeals?
Jared
Federal
Smith.
District Court of Appeals?
Somebody in California. He's giving us the message that we want. Signature is the clue, yeah.
Kim.com. Give George what he asked for.
Well, I would say, Kim, please give us a call.
Let's have a conversation.
Let me
We're
DM
dealing through a
let me
keyhole
DM
here,
Kim.
and that is not what we want to do. We gotta
Wait, no. He says, no source confirmation. Send to WikiLeaks for analysis. All right.
We're dealing through a keyhole. I want a
Oh, he
conversation.
sent that 51 minutes ago. How come Twitter didn't notify me that he sent that?
Let's have a conversation.
I think he's said what he needs to say. There's no source confirmation.
Call.
I don't have his number.
No, I know. Kim, call me.
His lawyer's phone number. Yeah, that's true. I was snoozing. It's late as hell in New York, and we've been up for days. I'm not giving my number on the internet. 8kwatchingkim.com. Initials JH. So who is that? Who is JH?
In like WikiLeaks. or-
Well, signing this document here. I agree, that's JH. And it says, Kim to your freedom. Joshua Hendler.
Hendler.
Yeah. Everyone's saying Josh Hendler. We asked him for a poker hand. We did, but this is a book. He says, if I win, we all win. I agree with that, too. And so he's got America, he's got justice. The receipt is Twitter.
Cynthia Comey.
It's in the petition on Twitter.
Hendler. Democratic National Committee. Hendler is somehow a Democratic National Committee operative.
I think Kim is probably getting annoyed with us that we can't figure this out.
Raging Bull, yes, I
Well,
am 60
winning,
pounds overweight.
winning is kind of Vegas, but he's saying if he wins, we all win. I agree. We want to help you win, Kim. Throw me a bone. Call me on the phone. Get rid of all this
I think
confusion.
really a phone call right now is what needs to
I
happen.
don't drink Red Bull.
A phone call is what needs to happen.
Craps. There's nothing in that tweet
You know,
pertains to
Kim,
craps.
you can control what you say. You don't have to say anything.
Hang on, let's look at this. So, if he had the edamame, beef tataki, prawn dumplings, and the Kim.com tuna salad, so he must like rule this restaurant if they have meals named after him.
But all meaninglessness, you know, I mean, what we need is, when did Seth Rich create his mega upload account? You
Whoa,
have that data.
Wait, stop
Okay.
it, Kim.com. You're pushing this thing.
I'm sorry, I definitely did.
I tweeted Kim to call George. Yeah, call George or call
That's
me.
not you can't arrest somebody for saying, hey, I run a service called Mega
Well, I guess
Upload.
if you call H.A. Goodman, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that. I'll call him from here. Hang on.
Okay. Well, if chasing rabbits is the future of the country, yeah, we're chasing rabbits.
Who said we're chasing rabbits?
Well, everybody every once in a while says you're chasing rabbits. Well, it's like, oh, well, yeah, okay. You know, Guadalcanal was chasing rabbits, you know. Glad you can sit there and say that. When your ass is on the line and you're taking fire, and then that's a different deal. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, well, it's not just chasing rabbits, is it? This is the real shit.
What the hell is going on?
We're staying up till 1 a.m. in the morning to try to connect with Kim,
Well, this is H.A. Goodman I'm trying to call now.
and that should be 8 o'clock on the West Coast.
No, it's 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock or whatever.
But he might answer. Oh, he's not going to recognize this number because this isn't my regular phone.
We'll call him in your regular.
What's it going to ring an L.A. number? The date is April 7th. Well, I know the significance of that date to me.
777.
Oh, a mega link. Yeah, we did. We got to look at that mega link. We got to look at that mega link. Here, it's downloading over here. It's 42%. I have pretty slow internet, and it's getting bashed by all these streams. April 7th, 2007. That was my birthday. So what?
We got you, dude. They're honing in.
They're telling me I'm doxxed or what?
No, McCabe disruption.
DeFango says, no worries, message me. Let's message DeFango.
I have very low tolerance for the inability to produce massive
Wait, let's see what
amounts
DeFango
of metadata. I'm not asking anybody.
Why does it ring once and go away? It's somebody. This is Jason. Hello? April 7th, 2017. Deal me in.
Can't make him pick up the phone.
He hasn't popped back, which is strange. Pass him the mega link.
I mean, the Darker Angels of...
Josh send you a message in the
Is Josh Handler?
It's a voicemail.
Yeah. Hey, is that Josh? This is Jason and George calling you on the live stream. Give us a call back on this number. Thanks, man. Okay, I just sent DeFango the mega upload link. Deal made. He said a deal was made in April. Can you text him? Who's Carolyn Homer? Pay attention to the doc. Yeah, but we can't call somebody in Washington, D.C. who's a lawyer at 1 o'clock in the morning. I got the tweet. April 7th. April 7th
Can
has
you put
significance to
the
me.
chat in slow mode?
I don't think you can do that on the phone. This is a
Okay.
phone we're doing this with. Josh was passed. What did that message say? Damn it, we're getting bombarded here. I'm 76% on the mega download. I sent it to DeFango. So DeFango's got it. I bet you DeFango has faster internet than me. April 7th is a coincidence. I agree, because he wouldn't know that. Well, Kim.com might know that's my birthday. Call the lawyer on the petition. That's going to have to be tomorrow. He's the IT guy, Josh. I agree. So now we have his phone number. That's pretty good.
Riots in Portland on Sunday.
Grab the slide bar to slow the flow. Yeah, I know. I can't call the lawyer at 2 o'clock in the morning, people. You're not going to answer. Oh, the Syria missile strike. He's right. Avi Braverman. It's the last 4 of your social. No, it isn't.
So the Avi Braverman is in Beersheba, which is in the south near Gaza.
Hang on. Holy crap, 54. Josh was pissed yesterday. Yeah, that we know. He's the IT guy. He tweeted out the HRC thing. Okay, we know. July 7th. In the market. All of those files were downloaded on July 7th to the marketing folder on the thumb drive. I asked Thomas to unblock me. I don't know what you're talking about. And I didn't see a White House folder in there. I'm very confused by all this. So Josh must have called us unless somebody is spoofing his phone number. Let's try him again. All right, I tell you what, I'm gonna just try it in the other room in case the guy doesn't want to be on the live stream with the call. So I'll be back in a second.
Okay. Well, call HA. Okay, I'm calling. I mean, I basically. You're the next generation Padawan. And I think he kind of like was, what? Kind of like Jason was like, what? Well, so this foot, gumshoe journalism where you go to every lead that you get and you talk to everybody and you actually do, notes from an interview. And that's journalism. If you want to call that drunk dialing, that's great, but you actually do reports from, you say, oh, what's your name? Oh, okay, I'm gonna write that down. How long you've lived here? Here it is. What did you see? Blah, blah, blah. When was that? Blah, blah, blah.
Talk right now. But H.A. Goodman says, guys, I can't talk right now. Fellas, I support you and want you to be successful. I wish I could be there with you guys when you need me, but it's crazy on my end here. Not as crazy as it is for you guys. And that's why I wrote the article about you risking your lives. Let's talk tomorrow if you're both free. Please feel free to send me a joint article. Right, I'm going to do that. I trust you know how much I respect both of you. Thank you, HA. Feel the same way. Well, all right, let's see if that mega download came from mega upload. It's 88%. How's our buddy DeFango doing? Here's Kim. Boy, I wish we could figure this out more easily. He's got the book. We could definitely call that lawyer tomorrow. So this is from Josh, and now we have Josh's
Part of the problem is we're just getting so overwhelmed with messages. I can't.
I know,
separate
but
the
it's
signal from the
incredible
noise.
what I know. But if I had to talk about all the Five Eyes and the number of people that contribute,
Dude, my computer's getting hacked right now. Yeah.
Is
and
the
none of
tweet.
those are my intelligence sources.
Yeah, I got.
There we go. Hold on. I'm getting hacked right now. Oh yeah. That's definitely somebody trying to hack me right now. Okay. Let's do some. I'm getting net stat. They really don't want me to watch this video.
Jason. But what bingo? I don't even know. Win, code word, George. Yes, there does seem to be some great significance with that code word. If I win, we all win. Winfield, H.A. Goodman is in deep with Jared Beck. We can't stop the comments on this. White House files. I didn't see. Restart your shit. I did check my email. I found the email, yeah. Win Vegas. Reset Skype device. That's a good idea. Let's put out of Skype.
Somebody put up Josh.
Well, I did get a call from him.
He did. Here's the phone number. The 202 number.
That's good. That's good.
Do you want me to call?
No, I got it. 320-8420.
I mean, here's
Let's
a
see.
lot
Your
of
call
fun.
has been forwarded to an automated voice
Nah.
messaging system.
Hey, you know,
202.
here's the file.
Hey, you
2,
Stretsky
0.
just started.
No, please
Okay,
record your message. When you
okay.
finish recording, you
Oh, is somebody gonna bust down this
Oh,
door?
here we go. This is AJ. AJ? Hey, Jennifer, how are you? Hold it. We're going to put you on speaker.
Signed his extradition order.
Jennifer, just a second. We put you on the live feed here. Where are you calling from?
North Carolina.
It says
That's
it says Missouri. Why is that?
because I just moved here from Missouri.
Okay. Were you in St. Louis?
Stuff for Mike. I
Kansas
see it.
City.
Where?
Kansas City.
Oh, Kansas City. I've heard
Okay,
about
I
that.
got the White House phone.
Hold on. Let her talk. Okay, so you just moved to North Carolina,
Yes.
and you have Wilmington, and you have something to say. Wilmington's down by Newport News and Norfolk, right?
Oh, no, it's south of there. It's just 70 miles north of Myrtle Beach.
Oh, okay. So what do you have to add to this Kim.com discussion?
I remember Kim.com saying couple weeks ago that Hillary's the one who signed his extradition order, trying to get him removed from New Zealand to go to the United States to stand
BlackBerry
trial,
numbers
and
of
he
the
was
staff.
going to get back at her.
So what you're saying is Hillary signed the extradition order for Kim.com.
Right.
Target address.
Meaning if I was going to set up some kind of school play,
There's a back door. I don't have anything to do with
meaning
the
if
deal
I
with
was
that.
going to set up a school play, I would sign your extradition order, right?
Exactly.
Win hotel, win lose.
These people on the internet are a lot smarter than me. You know, they know what's going on. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I just moved here. I'm originally from France, from Bordeaux.
Parlez-vous français?
Can we stop with that?
Hold on. C'est très
Go to
important.
4chan. Well, I don't really know how to navigate 4chan.
Okay.
Important.
Okay. Où naci?
Win is the thumbs up
Quelle
from
ville?
Kim.
Je viens de Bordeaux,
Bordeaux.
on the west coast, wine country. We want your favorite place, wine country.
J'ai visité Bordeaux il y a 12 ans. 12 ans. 12 ans. And
Kim
there is
says,
okay. Just get the conversation going, and then we'll cut to
well,
you.
he's telling us, but
But-
it's coded because he.
But I don't want any
That's what
bullshit.
we- that's
I
what we
want
asked
a
for.
fucking
Chill,
conversation.
Chill.
Why can't he get?
Rock, come on, stop it. Come on. Gotta get this file. Try to
His reason for filing a lawsuit, and he wants his goods back, but he wanted to
Oh
get back
no,
at
my
Hillary
download.
Clinton, like he was
Shit.
gonna nail her.
I'm getting fucking advice from 600 people, and I just fucked up that mega download.
Okay, say it again, Jennifer. Say.
Because of Hillary Clinton.
Okay.
Yeah, well, we want to try to get criminals put away also, which is why we're trying to get to this. The problem that we're having right now is we got 700 different pieces of advice coming from everywhere.
That's
It's
fine.
fucking me up.
I know, but you
Let's
asked
talk
about
to
the
someone.
April 7th was the day WikiLeaks released the data that named Guccifer as the hack.
Guccifer as the Sony hack, or Guccifer 2 as the DNC and DCCC hack?
Lucifer 2 as the DNC hack.
Okay, that was June the 6th. That was
What the fuck?
Everything and downloaded everything and opened everything. I used to also do forensic accounting. One of the interesting things that's in there is the DNC information on them trying to get the redistricting done.
ooh, this is sounds
Trying to get
good.
what done?
Redistricting, the gerrymandering.
Right.
Yeah,
And
the
that's in
files are
DNC
rich with
folder.
info.
That's in the DNC folder, she said.
The DNC folder. Well, I mean, we've got all the stuff
Keep
here.
talking, Jennifer. Keep going.
Okay.
You're a forensics expert, so keep going.
Well, I did a lot of forensic accounting. I used to also be the paralegal for the Kansas City mob boss attorney.
Okay.
What was
Yeah,
his
we're
name?
not necessarily
keep-
Byron
experts.
keep-
Fox.
Going,
Very-
Jennifer.
Very appropriate.
Yeah.
And he was the attorney for the Stabella NSA and Booz Allen.
Oh
What-
boy.
what?
Ex-NSA and
Who
Booz
was?
Allen.
Who was?
Her father
Oh.
was ex-NSA and Booz Allen. Keep going. So I run into this about every day, or one or two people call me and talk about an unusual murder, a fast cancer, or some very
unusual
unrealistic
murder,
accident, or
a
whatever.
fast cancer,
for people
or
that
some very unrealistic accident, or whatever.
Blackberry numbers,
For
yeah.
people that are whistleblowers in the against
When
this
is the code word?
deep state, right? And you know, I have a lot of time for that because
Jason Hendler is Goose.
I have a little bit of experience with a guy named McCabe, and
I've heard.
people don't believe that. They don't believe that.
They have
that
IMI codes.
people don't believe that the FBI has this kind of
When? Code word.
disruptive power in people's
That
lives.
means he was in Vegas.
Okay, so
That could be right because we asked him if I win.
So
we
I'm sorry,
all
two
win.
different things are going on here, but Jennifer, tell me a little bit more about your father.
So he was a career diplomat. He was Russian.
The video.
And that's how we lived in all over Europe because my father was Russian and he was the diplomat. He worked for the NSA. Both my parents were spies for the government. My mother's French. And he was gone all the time. I don't remember him being home a lot. But he got very sick. You see, he died in '89, so sometime in '88, he called me and hadn't spoken to me in years. And he called me and wanted to come and live with me because he was dying. And I didn't realize how sick he was. So at the time, he lived in Woodbridge. And
777 jackpot. Right, April 7th. 7.
What?
7. It's the 7. He was in Vegas, the Wynn Hotel.
So what you're saying to me, Jennifer, is that your father, how old was he when he died?
He was 52.
Yeah, the Vegas Club, Wynn Hotel, Vegas, 7, Wynn, he was there.
Pregnant with my third child. My son was born 2 weeks after he died. And, he came to live with me because what could I do? I'm the oldest child. I certainly wasn't going to turn him down. So I moved him into my house, and he was very, very sick. He must have been poisoned with something that causes a relatively quick death, because he got sick and died within less than a year. And when he died, he was literally skin and bone. I mean, he weighed 90 pounds. That's all he weighed. And then his stuff was at my house. So after he died, I went through his things because I had literally a second house full of stuff at my house. And I found in his papers dated, now this was '89, so dated '83, plans for the destruction of the World Trade Center, which I didn't know what that was. It was almost 30 years ago. Who knew about whatever was going on with the deep state 30 years ago? And I called the Pentagon, I called his superior's office, and I had a Pentagon key, I had a Pentagon pass key. So I figured I should probably report it to the Pentagon. And the day after I called, literally the men in black came to my house, went to his room, confiscated all his papers and his computer, and didn't return any of it.
Jennifer, you sound like a very, very educated, very accomplished woman. Can you just give the listeners a little bit of an idea? Where did you go to school? If you did graduate school, etc.
I went to a year at the Sorbonne. I graduated from the University of Tennessee at Knoxville with a triple major in economics, finance, and business administration, a minor in French, and an almost completed major in mathematics. But I didn't want to be a math major. I was tired of QA and what do you call them, differential equations. So I decided to go into business. I got out of college. My first job was at a mortgage company doing the monthly reconciliations on green sheets by hand with an adding machine, and did that for a few years. Then became a paralegal. Got a couple paralegal jobs. One of them with one of the best contract law attorneys at the time in the United States. I know a lot about contract law. I speak 3 languages, French, English, and German. I speak some Spanish. I lived on 5 continents. So after I stopped being a paralegal, I went into IT, completely self-taught. I hadn't even seen a computer before I started. And then I did financial systems installations for big banks. So I've worked at Wells Fargo, Chase Manhattan, Citibank. I never did Bank of America. Installing big financial systems. Then I traveled all over the world and did that. And then I got laid off 6 times in 8 years. So I started my own business. And July 2007 was my last layoff. So I decided that I'd had enough corporate, and I do business coaching and life coaching, and I write books.
Wow. Okay. So I think the reason why I profiled and let you have a platform here is to say that the people on this channel are not like Arkies out in West Virginia or Arkansas with shotguns that they're loading and blowing chickens away for fun in the backyard with 8th grade educations. I mean, you are an accomplished woman who has an advanced degrees. You speak several languages. You're a sophisticated woman who is calling in and saying, hey, The deep state is real.
Absolutely.
This isn't something that George just came up with out in the back behind the chicken coop, you know, because I was loading my shotgun and I didn't have anything better to do other than blow some chickens' heads off, you know, and stuff the chickens with, you know, heroin and
Hang
send
on,
them.
I'm getting good messages here.
Well, if you get Kim.com on the phone, I will cut this off, okay? But what I'm doing is
Okay, do it,
human
do it,
interest
do it,
and
do it,
human
do it,
development
do it.
of real people who are incredibly
Okay, okay.
resourceful and intelligent.
It's cool,
And
it's
so
cool.
you don't need. I'm just saying. And I appreciate you, Jennifer. I appreciate all you do, and thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate it, and I will. I mean, I say this to everyone who calls me every day, and I get about 30 or 40 of these calls a day. That I will do everything in my power to make sure that this does not continue.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, here's a PowerPoint file. Look at
Okay.
that. Let's look at that.
I know, and I
We
appreciate
hit something
that.
here, everybody.
Believe me, I've been following you and praying for you and hoping that you're safe. You're taking an
Voter
enormous
file
risk.
JDH2.
but-
Well, okay.
You know, it's if we don't, then we lose everything.
Yeah.
So you know, there
The
comes a
fango's
point in
digging
time
in.
when you're just not afraid anymore.
Yeah, I'm beyond that point. And
I have to tell something else about me that's interesting.
Sure.
So when I'm 5 years old, I was paralyzed by a vaccine, and I didn't walk for I couldn't move for 3 years. I didn't walk for 5 years. I didn't learn how to ride a bicycle until I was 11 years old because I couldn't walk. So there's very little in life that scares me
Call.
at this point.
No need to call. We got a PowerPoint file.
okay, Jennifer, thank you so much. Your call is very well placed and well timed, and we're going to shift now. But thank you very much for sharing your story with us.
All right. Thanks for all you do.
Thank you. We love you all. Yeah. Bye.
Tracked our location. Well, I mean, if she's deep state, if I win, we all win is the reference to him getting seized property back. We're hitting something here, people. I'm not the smartest fucking intelligence asset or whatever the hell I'm supposed to be, but so, okay, so we have this bunch of PowerPoint files. I mean, we've got a huge ass file. There's a lot to go through. How do we send this to WikiLeaks? Is this, they have it already, don't they?
I don't know.
This is a huge turnoff. Yeah, he thinks we're idiots, I think.
Who thinks it's a turnoff? Who?
I don't know.
I don't care.
JDH2, new van IDs. Guys, it's so hard to follow these tips. We got so many, like, why do
I want to have a conversation now with Kim.com. Now.
We're 78% on this.
I don't care
Down
about
here.
whatever, window dressing we have to make for, whatever Senate committee.
Okay, I'm rude beyond words. Well, fuck you. How's that for rude? Here's the thing, guys. The point of this was...
There is no excuse. Here's the deal. There is no excuse. There is no excuse for Kim.com not to call us right
You have no idea
now.
what he's doing there.
No, I don't care.
What
he
if he's-
needs to give us metadata
Kim
now.
sent something. They
Now.
said.
He needs to give us metadata
Hang on.
now.
Bottom
now.
line, everyone
Not
needs to comb through each
a
of these
month
docs.
later
They may
and
be old,
collapse
but they
the
show
thing.
that they're trying to
You need to give
register
us
people
the
that may
data
not have
now.
standard ID. Okay, so For the People is telling us that they may be old, but they show that they're trying to register people. It's obviously signs of fraud in there.
I don't.
The smoking gun is in the reading. Okay, look, here's what I'm trying to say. We're not here to crack the whole entire case.
We are
The
here to
point
crack
of
the
this-
entire case, actually.
But not single-handedly. The point of this live stream was to get these files out, get them to everybody.
We did that.
Metadata is BS, this person says. Well, that's not
You
right.
mean to tell me that if Kim came out and said, here's Seth Rich's profile, and it's Panda for Progress, was his mega upload account.
DM Assange?
And here
Is Julian Assange watching us?
Okay, fine. Because we talked to Trevor Fitzgibbon, who is Julian Assange's PR guy last night. And by the way, Trevor called me, and he's a good guy, and he's not a
He says the
Hillary-
entire DNC Is this Julian Assange? I'm following him, but I can't DM him, can I?
I'll ask him. This isn't about me. It's not about Jason. It's
I just
not about-
messaged. Is this person Julian Assange? Is this the real Julian Assange, or is this some kind of nonsense? Documents. Yes, you can I know I can DM Kim.com, but he's not writing back. I think he sort of told us what he wants. Get the data out and let everybody else figure it out and come back to us and tell us exactly what to do with it. I
Here's
didn't plan
Trevor.
on staying up.
I'll get
Call
Trevor.
Trevor. I didn't plan on staying up till 2 a.m.
Oh, so democracy's not worth it.
No, well, I am up, but I'm just saying, why do we... DeFango is figuring out stuff for sure.
We stayed up to talk to New Zealand tonight. It's 1 o'clock here in New York.
He says, giving me until the morning. He needs to look through the flow charts and understand what they were proposing.
You
I'll
can't
message
give
you in the
us
morning.
Seth Rich's fucking account, Kim.
You gotta calm down.
Really? How hard is that? God damn it, Kim. Get the fuck with the program. I'm not asking for all the emails. I'm not asking for the download.
Yeah. Just chill out a second
Just
here.
tell me his account. Tell me his make an upload
WikiLeaks, DM
account.
WikiLeaks is a good idea, but I thought I can't DM somebody unless they also follow me. Is WikiLeaks following Crowdsource the Truth?
How hard is that?
2 companies' names that were
Head
submitting a
for
proposal
progress.
and a file of everyone's BlackBerry number. Yeah, I agree. The BlackBerry numbers are a big deal. There's still 2,500 people up
I
this
know,
late
because they
watching
want Seth Rich's mega upload account now.
this. We have proof, they're saying.
Well, show
How's
it.
the Wheeler interview going? Fuck
Show
that
it.
comment. I'm sitting here doing this. We're not doing anything.
Show it. Show us. Give.
Embassy
show
cat.
me
That's
the
right.
money.
Julian Assange's embassy cat. I forgot
Show
about
me the
that.
money. Show me the money, Jerry. Show me the money, Jerry.
Embassy cat. Are you following Crowdsource the Truth? Can people tweet at him?
Because I'm
following
calling him out. Show
Hey,
me Seth
I
Rich's
can't.
mega upload account now. Now. We stayed up till 1 in the morning, Kim, to have you, to give you a platform, to provide you a way of putting a pinhole through this bullshit narrative of Guccifer 1,
NPG
Guccifer
Van is
2,
right.
Guccifer 2, and then Michael Cohen as the little John Dean at the end.
NGP, not NPG, right?
And GP Van, Nathan or Nate G. Perlman. That's all we want. We don't want anything other than Seth Rich's mega upload.
Well, now someone says no. Julian is Julian Assange. I contacted that guy too, but I thought Embassy Cat was Julian Assange. Real Julian Assange? I don't know. So what the hell do I do? Look, we put it out there in such a way that if
Here,
I
what is
guarantee
this?
Julian Assange can get it based on this live stream and we got it uploaded and we sent it to our buddy William there in Australia. We're doing everything we can here. I don't claim to be the smartest guy at decoding shit.
You know, I talked to his PR guy last night. We had him on the show last night.
Open DMs. Yeah, all right. WikiLeaks. Okay, God. Don't get frustrated. We got 700 messages. I got a
Don't take it
6'8"
personal.
drunk dude yelling at me.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying, you know, I'm not going to take no for an answer. I'm going to say, look.
Hang on. There's messages coming here. Tell George to chill. We love him.
Well, no. Hey,
I feel
Trevor?
the same way.
Hey, Trevor. So I'm talking to the PR guy for Julian. How do we get a hold of Julian tonight, right now?
Both are Julian.
I mean,
I'm gonna DM WikiLeaks, damn it.
okay. So, What's his Twitter account? What would be the best?
Embassy Cat?
For his name, it's right there. It's
Okay.
registered.
Okay.
I'm
okay.
sorry, it's 1:30 at night, but yeah, just go on Twitter. It's right there.
So what do you think it is? You worked with him till the end of 2015. You were his PR guy. It's not WikiLeaks because that's Tim Day over in Lafayette, Indiana. Who do we tweet right now to get to Julian now?
I DM'd WikiLeaks, I DM'd Embassy Cat, and I DM'd at Julian Assange.
At Julian Assange?
Yeah, that's all I know how to do. That's all I would do. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry to call you. Sorry to call you so late. But hey, everybody, be fair to Trevor Fitzgibbon. He's a good guy.
Kim is back, it says. So Kim, can we talk on the phone because I'm not really getting anywhere with a lot of this. Defango says there's good stuff there.
On speaker, please, so the worldwide audience can hear.
Calm down.
I
Kim
said
is
that
here.
very quietly.
Okay, Kim is here. Okay, so let's get back to Kim. We'll direct message Kim. Okay.
I'm not going to chill. No, I'm not backing down.
Hi, Kim. Jason. Kim is here. Kim is on. Okay, so Kim is here. Great. Everyone doesn't need to tell me that.
Let's go live.
This person who says everyone shut the fuck up and let Kim talk is smart.
Well, put Kim on speaker.
But he hasn't called me. They're saying he's here.
What does that mean?
I don't know, because everybody... That would be good. What would be good? I just got so many messages coming from so many different things. I can't make heads or tails of it. Yeah, Kim, call in, please. Call in, please. That would be great. Oh, wait a minute. So wait a minute. We have this mega download 100% completed. All right. So where's the file? Where the hell did it go? It's got... Kim has a gag order, so he doesn't want to call. I could take the call in the other room, but then I guess they would track it. So he sent us this video. God on a Rolls Royce.
What does that mean?
Well, let's watch it and think.
That's CIA
Looks like it's shot on a red.
That's CIA puffery. I'm not buying it. No, Kim, stop with the bullshit. Stop with the puffery and the school play. Call us now. You don't have a gag order. You can call us right now. You don't have to say anything you want to say.
Is this his yacht?
Call us right now. No, don't give us this bullshit. Call
That's
us
him,
right
isn't
now.
it?
I don't want the bullshit. Call us right now.
Wait. What's it say on the yacht?
I don't care what it says on the yacht. This is all CIA bullshit. Oh, Kim is so rich and everything. Fine. Kim, call us right now.
Is that him?
I don't
God?
care. This is all bullshit. This is
Rick
all CIA bullshit.
Rolls Royce. Kim.com right here.
I'm not buying the bullshit.
Well, we're trying to send the data to WikiLeaks.
Call
It's
me.
nothing, Jason. Yes, weed tomorrow. Kim said to send the info to WikiLeaks. He's in a meeting now. Yeah.
Oh, is it a meeting? Okay.
So that's a reason to not call. Okay? That's a promo video. I get it. Slow it down. That's what I'm doing. I
don't
think
want
there's
to
stuff written on
Watch the
there.
fucking promo video. Call
Wait,
me.
wait,
Just
wait.
say
3.
Seth Rich's mega upload account.
Hang
Kim.
on, there's a
if you are real,
3
Kim,
there.
If you are real,
2.
right now, I'm calling the motherfucker out.
He's in a meeting.
I don't care. It takes 20 seconds to say what is Seth Rich's mega upload account name. Now,
I don't understand why that's so important.
because it proves, it's a litmus test to prove if he's got the shit or he doesn't have the shit.
But we might have it.
I
He's
don't
trying
care
to tell
about
us
his
what
fucking,
it is.
pre-produced CIA
The video
bullshit.
is not for us.
This is CIA
Yeah,
bullshit.
Kim said send, stop typing. Okay,
It's
hidden
CIA
messages.
bullshit.
George is right. We got so many messages.
This is CIA bullshit. I want to hear Kim.com call us right fucking now and tell me what Seth Rich's mega upload account name is. Right now. That's easy. And then we'll go to the file transfer metadata. You don't have to give up anything, Kim. You just give me Seth Rich's
But
mega
is that
upload
him?
account name.
Is that
I don't
him?
give a shit if it.
Guys, is this Kim or is
Well,
this
who
the rapper
cares?
or whoever it is?
Who cares?
He
Give
is
me-
under a gag, they say. George is right. Don't
Bullshit.
analyze the
He
video.
can
Fuck the
say-
meeting. This is history.
He can say what Seth Rich's account name is now. He can say what it is right
Warlock Master Race? I don't understand
now.
that.
Don't get sidetracked on this bullshit. The trolls.
The video is old
Tell
as
me
fuck.
what his account name is in Mega Upload. Because
Read
if
his
you don't,
earlier tweet.
If you don't, Kim, you're a fucking fraud.
Come on, man.
He's a fucking fraud.
Stop. You gotta.
I mean, he's a fucking fraud.
I think you've had a little.
No, it isn't. How hard is that? How hard is
down,
it to
please.
say?
Shh.
How hard is it to say what? I'm very calm. How
I don't
hard
know
is
about
it to
that.
say? Look, I'm whispering now. How hard is it to say what Seth Rich's Mega Upload account is right
You
now?
don't even know where he is. He just can't do it. So
It's
Kim
like,
just said LOL. Fuck the lawyer.
yeah.
He just
Yeah.
tweeted
That
LOL.
ain't working for me, bro.
Dude, you
all you
gotta
have
chill.
to do
You
is
gotta
go.
chill. You gotta
You
chill.
got 140 characters, bro. Just go. Bleep, 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 bleep. It was Panda for progress, because that'll fuck up your testimony. That's why you're not saying it, Kim, because you know Comey and Mueller and Andy have got this little script going. And
Kim
you're
just
gonna
said LOL.
be, yeah, LOL. Because
I agree,
you are
George.
afraid.
Chill.
No, listen. Sit back.
Oh, boy.
You are afraid, Kim, to say what his Mega Upload account is because you got to check in with Comey, Mueller, and Andy. That's why you won't say.
He's gone. You're pissing him off.
I know I'm pissing him off because I'm calling him out. This is a litmus test. How hard is it to say he owns megaload.com? He can say he.
Kim just said gag order. Now
yeah,
he said
bullshit.
bye.
It's not a bag.
I
It's
didn't
not
see
a gag
that.
order.
Well, he
he
left.
can
Yeah, he
say
left.
what a user of his service.
I think he didn't handle that so
No,
smoothly.
I
We
don't
could've
think
gotten
so
him
because
to-
he's a fucking fraud.
Oh,
You are
now
you-
you're insulting him.
No,
Come on,
no,
stop.
no.
Please stop.
No,
Stop.
listen.
Just chill out.
Okay. Let me ask
This
this
is
question.
not you. You're just
no,
acting crazy.
No, I'm not.
Just
No,
calm down.
no. Talking about metadata. Okay, let's talk about the metadata.
Kim left.
Kim, okay.
I
don't
think
give
we
a
need
shit
to
if
end
you
this
left.
and carry on tomorrow.
No. Listen to me.
Send it to WikiLeaks.
No, listen
How the
to me.
fuck do I send something to WikiLeaks?
At WikiLeaks. Okay.
But where? At just tweet a
At
fucking
WikiLeaks.
gigabyte? Can you tweet a gigabyte to somebody?
My point is, he owns Mega Upload.
Right.
Okay? If Seth Rich really had a Mega Upload account, it would be Pandas for Progress. or
But why
Pandas-
is that important if we have all the files now?
Because it's a litmus test if he's going to be a witness for the prosecution or he's going to be a witness for the defense. The history of human civilization depends on this. It's either a hack or it's a leak, okay? Right? It's either a hack or it's a leak, okay? He's going to be coming in and everybody thinks he's going to testify that it's a leak. And he's going to, all the energy is going to be going to Kim.com and he's going to be the
Yeah.
He's going
we
to be
gotta
the,
shut this off and
hold
go
on, listen to
tomorrow.
me. Listen to me. He's going to be the star witness for the leak, right? We need to know right now before we invest one more ounce of energy into
Kim.com says we can talk tomorrow. Tell
Kim,
George
no.
not to drink alcohol. I agree with
No,
Kim.com.
no, Kim,
You had
that
too
is
much
a-
to drink tonight. Just
that is-
chill.
that is a
chill,
bullshit.
chill. Dude, who the fuck knows what he's doing? Let the
That's
guy.
bullshit. Just send me 10 characters of what is
All right,
username.
all right. Okay, tell you what, I'm the director and fucking cut. This live stream is over, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Kim.com, we look forward to speaking to you tomorrow. Fucking turn this thing off.
Okay, gonna go to bed.
They're in the shitters all day and they deserve a drink. This is why you smoke weed and you don't. It's why you smoke weed and you don't get hella drunk. Because that could have been really good, and that's a wrap, folks. And cut. You know, I got some stuff sent over from Kimlish. Although this video that was downloading just is never going to finish downloading, apparently, because whatever. Yeah, I know, that was definitely not George. For sure. Yeah, but definitely George was a little drunk on that one, dude. He was getting really pissed. And Debbie Wasserman Schultz is in big trouble. Poor guy. Yeah, Jason was not drunk. That's why he was, George is trusted to take the lead, but, like, I think that the alcohol was really, kind of putting him off at least a little bit. Because he was definitely getting way impatient, which is not something that we normally want to see. Period. Oh, fuck, we finally got the video. Alright, yep, it's the same fucking video that I thought it was. That means that... Oh, fuck. Okay. Hold on a minute. I see what's going on here. I think George is actually up. I think George is onto something for sure, but we don't know exactly how deep he is because we found information and he's agreed to it and saying that he was a part of Mossad. But if you guys want to see the files itself that we were looking at right here, it kind of seems like, we had some situations right there. We definitely need to code it. But it looks like, these DNC leaks that seem to be dropped today had a bunch of different files associated with finance, holiday cards, marketing, new media, stuff like that. So I'm going to try to start investigating at least a little bit of this. I'm going to try to look at something here. Because I was already looking at them before, and they definitely look like LibreOffice. But that was definitely, like, Westerman's definitely busted again for sure, though, like, within these files. Let's see. Let's get that. Let's open up LibreOffice so that we don't have any issues with this, but DNC van. So most of the files actually look like they're coming from the MPG van system that is utilized by a lot of the Democratic National Convention. That's what this is actually looking like, and it looks like it's a part of what you would call Vote Builder. So DNC Vote Builder is powered by the MPG van, and this is what the Democratic National Convention used. Back when I worked on the Obama campaign in 2008, I was doing IT, and I actually did learn quite a bit about how they were operating on the system. So I have a pretty good idea of what we're looking at right here, and it definitely looks like we're looking at some source code files that are actually coming off of the van. So like somebody actually downloaded the website files off of a server or something. So it looks like they're going to be connected to at least a few different people on that point. So once I get my LibreOffice installed, because I don't want to do this with, I don't want to open these files inside of Microsoft Office because there could be XML exploits embedded into the documents, and that could be disastrous. So an easy way to figure that out is by just downloading a different version of an office, usually like one of the open offices, and we can usually see fairly quickly if there's any, finackery that's available in the files. Other than that, it seems kind of weird, the files themselves do seem to span quite a few different systems, but, Vote Builder seems to be their system, and, like, if you have what you call an action ID, you can log into this thing, or you can even create an account if you want to. And it's actually not difficult to get access to the MPG van, and if you don't know what the van it is, the reason that most of this stuff is important is because back in 2015, here's what happened with the MPG van and the Sanders campaign and the Clinton campaign, and here's the steps that we're taking to address the problem. So, as we remember, I should probably just do this like straight up good vid. Yeah, so let's make a good vid. There we go. Let's make this right. Perfect. don't want to show anybody that. Boom. Good night, brother. Stay up. Okay. Heard. Alright, guys, so we're going to do this right here. I'm going to go to just recording this so we don't lose anything that we're working with. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. So, well, it looks like George Webb has gotten a release of some of these Sethrichfiles that seem to be associated with the DNC leaks and whatnot. And we're actually looking at a file tree associated with it. And a lot of these files seem to have gotten undone on the first, but we do see that we got stuff that's coming from 9/1/2016, even 7/5/16. And there's a lot of little different files that are associated here, but we got PDFs, and it seems to be a lot of different files that are associated with the census and the Democratic National Convention, and there's even files associated here. Now, before we move any further, I wanted to talk about what these files are, because I think I already got exactly what's going on. A while back, I actually did work on the Democratic campaign for Obama. I was just a volunteer, but I ended up doing IT and stuff for him. And I actually did have interaction with the MPG van and the system that they utilize for managing different voters and such and utilizing campaigns. And the reason that this is important is because I used to have access to Vote Builder, and I've even, done a little bit of development utilizing their APIs and such. So I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of what we're going to be looking at right here, just from the aspects of what the tools are and with the names of the files and folders. And if we remember, back in December 19, 2015, Amy Dacey had released a statement, and she was the chief executive officer at the Democrats, and she was talking about what happened with the MPG van and the Sanders campaign and the Clinton campaign. And if you don't remember, this was all the stuff that was going on when Hillary Clinton was able to basically cut out a lot of the Sanders voters and get herself the nomination. And I mean, there was a lot of DNC collusion. Debbie Wasserman Schultz had to eventually resign for this stuff. So we got, a lot of really interesting things developing. So when we look at the Democratic National Committee, their software partner, MPG Van, provides tools for the Democratic campaigns, and they're invaluable to the second to none. This week, there was an error in the system which led to an incident involving the Sanders campaign. An incident, right? Where this incident basically allowed them to suspend they allowed them to suspend the campaign's access to the systems, and then they basically didn't get access back to it until the system was rectified. And this happened, during the election cycle. And if we remember that there was a new software patch that got put on there, but there was some errors in the code, and it allowed some people to get some, less useful but extreme data, because if you understand what the van is, it's basically voter information, and depending on what precincts and stuff you are, it holds all the information for political voting systems. But it's not the most secure system. I mean, it doesn't really have a lot of security into it. If you have access to the van and you understand a little bit of how the development system works, you can get access to different stuff. And in the past, I actually did make videos about this, because they were trying to say that the Sanders campaign had unauthorized access of everything else. But what really happened, in my opinion, is that the Clinton campaign was given direct access to all their stuff, and then they got caught, so they basically flipped the lid. So when they understood what's happened, the van had a whole entire thing that went down with it. But this is something that they still pretty much use today. There's been a bunch of iterations of it, but this is it right here. If you have ever worked on the that you're going to get yourself a Vote Builder ID access, and this Vote Builder thing is going to basically allow you to get all the information from all the folks that we're looking at. So I was like, all right, cool, we got all this stuff. So looking at each of these different folders, most of the reason these dates are modified is because this is when they were unpacked today. But if we look here, we got like 9/1/16, 9/1/6, 9/1/6, 7/5, 2006, and what does that kind of remind you of? And, we got a lot of different stuff. We got CNBC, DNC, documentation, donor analysis, early vote stuff, security, stuff for Mike. So if we go to stuff for Mike, we got agendas, all kinds of different stuff that has been put out, but we have a lot of updates on Athena. Wait a minute. Wasn't Athena one of those hacking tools that the WikiLeaks released? We have more data that's been associated here, tech budget drafts on how the system was going to be operating, what type of database systems that they were using. So this looks like, basically the core files that somebody that was working on an IT factor for the DNC would be utilizing, which kind of brings us back to the whole Seth Rich thing. And they have staff lists and things from, all the way back in 2010 about who's going on here. They have tons of tech memos that, range in dates. Most of them don't seem to be farther than 2010, but, like we got a bunch of demos all over the place that, reports, and most of them seem to be from Josh Hendler and, April 1st, 2010. They talk about different updates that they're doing to the system in Hawaii. So, we're looking at files from somebody that had, some decent access to the van, and, there's budgets and everything all about it, all over this thing. I mean, we even have terms of use for the DNC widgets and whatnot. So I started looking at some of this stuff. So this looks like it was stuff given to somebody that was trying to basically learn how to utilize the system, like how would you say, here you go, look at all this shit and try to figure it out. And, most of the memos and stuff, Josh Hendler, Nathan Woodall, Jen O'Malley, open source software, and the DNC talking about what they're going to be using it, how they're going to be utilizing it. They have network diagrams and systems from 2009, this is all the way back from when I was like into, working on the Obama campaign. So, I kind of remember seeing stuff like this all over the place because I physically used to work on this shit. Yeah, and it seems there's a torrent file in there too, but there's a lot of different stuff that seems to be associated here. And there's a lot of databases that are associated with the some of the things on the van. MPG was definitely doing a lot of really interesting shit there for sure. Let's see. Targeted races, tech budget for 2017, no staffs, things of that nature. What are we really looking at? Oh boy. So we know that we have quite a bit of files that are available to view. Just very, very interesting. There's security documents, security metrics, all the way back from 2016, compliance reports, PDFs. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of really interesting information in here. And, different compliances of them 2017, when the scans were done, how valid they were, if they had validity at all. So, I totally get, what this is, and this definitely seems like, what we're we are really looking at some interesting information here. This is definitely belongs to somebody in the DNC. Now, I haven't seen anything that really is going to point it to being, the actual possession or property of Seth Rich, but, who do we know? Oh, do you know? Oh, looks like we're getting hammered again, guy. Oh, looks like the MPG doesn't. Looks like the van didn't like me looking at this file when I was connected to their website. Oops. So let's see what else we have in here. Stuff on finance. E-Day, which is that, bellwether numbers. I mean, there's probably a lot of information in here about the early voting. Although this one DNC thing, they got the cell phone evaluations for all the Blackberries. They got some researchings and some different briefs that they've been looking at. There's a proposal right here on 7/5/2016 that says it's a DNC redistricting proposal, which seems kind of fairly odd if you really think about it, because what is going on with that? And I mean, wasn't there some problems with redistricting and like during the time that Bernie Sanders was trying to get elected for president? It's always like something, right? Whenever these files decide to open up. So I'm telling you, these things are definitely tagged for sure. But what really seems interesting is, we got some different documentation guides that have been giving us to us, and these are the actual user guides and such on how to utilize, or I believe how to utilize the DNC's system, exactly how to be an administrator. Oh, look, IQ8, Digital 8, and this is from back a while ago. So this is telling you exactly how to start your repositories and data projects and everything. So like this is definitely files that went to a DNC system administrator, but I haven't found anything myself that shows that these, like these files belong to Seth Rich himself. Like there's really nothing in here that's I see that's really gonna make that either, up or down. We have a lot of different routing documents and analyses, but we have to scrub through the metadata a lot more, but as it currently shows right now that most of this stuff doesn't have any of the simple metadata that we would be looking for. But they seem to have a lot of different source code dumps. They got some different kinds of key codes and stuff like that. Like these are all key codes for DNC rental houses all over the place, I'm guessing. So, like, I mean, whoever's file stuff this is probably not going to be really too happy about this stuff going out. And then we got marketing phone numbers that the DNC used. So, like, this is definitely, democratic stuff for this is definitely, like, files that they were using to originally set up their portion of the DNC van, which I think is fairly interesting. Because, we got tons of information here for sure, but I mean, a lot of folks are trying to say that this is the Seth Rich stuff, and like I don't know for a fact if it is or not. Like honestly, it doesn't seem to be it for me. But if it says VA, Sand9, set fields, like what is all this stuff that we're looking at here? We got, what is this? We got a nice little list of different addresses and dates, source code, documentation based on a bunch of different users and files with some different names and associations. So, like, what are we looking at? And I mean, this is like the entire van access database right here. Like, if you look at this, I mean, you might not know what it is, but basically, this is like, the voter registration network, like all the van access data from 2008, 2009, I mean, probably goes all the way to 2016. It's a mega big file. It's a mega big file. I mean, this one right here is damn well 10 gigabytes on its own before it even gets anywhere. You even have a donor analysis. Like, okay. We got earnings from CNN, you got DNC shit. So, like I said, I don't know if this is actually, Sethrichfiles, but I mean, it's definitely an old source of information said, but, I guess the person that put it out there says that the source was Guccifer 2.0, and Seth Rich this was not the Seth Rich information, and I'd have to agree with this one. I'd have to say this is probably information that came out from this guy, because Warren Flood seems to be Guccifer 2.0, because if you look up his information, you go look him out, let's just take a look at him real quick. Warren Flood, black and white, political campaigns, data analytics and technology, small businesses. Yep, Mr. Warren Flood, that's probably who it is. And, it seems that Warren Flood seems to be one of the people that's associated with the Guccifer 2.0 hack, because, like, most of the files and such that were put out there had metadata that basically shows that 30 minutes before Guccifer 2.0 put his names on the files, they were done off of Warren Flood's computer, or Warren Flood's system. And just by looking at the different metadata associated with it, we can see that within about 30 minutes each other. Went from Warren Flood to changing his name to Owen Yalosi. So I would have to say that this is probably associated with the leaks that were, this Gooster 2.0 leak that was basically created and associated by Warren Flood. Because we saw Warren Flood, and then it got modified to be in this Russia's name, and then we got some other names, and there's some checksum errors, but basically when you look at it, the MD5 checksums seem to match almost exactly to the original documents, and oh look, data strategy, analytics, and technology. So I'd have to say that these are good old Mr. Flood Boys docs. There might be alternate possibilities, but I think that might actually just kind of take it into the case, because he would have all this information. He would have all the political campaign data. He'd have all the analytics, and he would have all the different connections to the source code. So let's see what Warren Flood was doing in 2009. Oh, I need to sign in. Yeah, sure. Sign in. So let's see. There we go. President, Big Blue Data LLC. Oh, wait, look at this. Analytics Special Project Director, Obama for America. Generalist National Training. For who? Democratic National Committee. January 2009 to 2010. Chief Technology Director of the Office of the Vice President. Research Assistant, Presidential Personnel, Obama Biden Transition Team. Regional Data Director, Obama for America. Now, do you guys kind of see what I'm trying to tell you real quick? So this is definitely, I'm going to say, just go out on a limb and say that this is not Sethrich's data, or this is not the leak. This might be a leak that Sethridge was able to acquire, but right now this looks like it's shit that came directly from Warren Flood. Like, this is Warren Flood stuff, because he would have been giving stuff to Mike Pompeo. He would have been rolling different reports for Kane and John, and he would have had all this marketing data, because that's what he freaking did. Regional Data Director, Research Assistant, Technological Director, Generalist, Analytics Special Director, boom. Yep, and there was the leak becoming a Flood, because Warren Flood was the one that had done it right there. And then, he was around, and Warren Flood was working, back in 2015 with the MPG and the fan. Where was Warren Flood during that time? He was working for Bright Blue Data LLC, which is who? And then we got, magazine, political commenters. Interesting, guys. And if we go back to his thing, we got Warren Flood, him hanging out there, talking about his life. He says it started with a single hour of volunteer work in 2007, which turned into a data analytics jobs for President Obama's 2008 and 2012 campaign headquarters, and then he worked in the White House with Obama. And then here's his company. And what do? They do data and stuff for political campaigns. So, I guess diving into those documents just kind of says that, I don't think that these are Sethridge, and if Sethridge did get his hands on them, I could see why he would have wanted to leak all this stuff up, because this kind of does look like it all belongs to Mr. Warren Flood. Warren Flood. Damn, that shit's crazy! Yeah, Josh Handler was in there. His name was floating around all over there. His name was all over it. His name was Sethridge. His name was Sethrich. It was named. Oh, dude, there's a dev meeting coming up for them? This is nuts. This is nuts.
In other words, it seems to me that by virtue of their office...
Good evening, guys.
...can't escape that. Yeah, it's certainly also notable that the Logan Act is a law that goes back to the late 70s.
Just got back here.
U.S. officials or private...
Just chilling with Kristen T. Harris, that you can see right there. We just had dinner. Now we're back. This is it. There's a bug here. It's interesting. Not much going on. There's only a few cops left. Very few people here. So I don't think you're going to see too much action here right now. Here we go.
It's not being handled correctly.
Someone sneaking in here. Hello, sir. I know, right?
Closed doors with people that we don't know about. We should be aware of these, and these are possibly some things that should be voted on by the Senate and the Congress, and approved by the President. Factory and deals, those are for third world countries and despots and dictators. That's not for the United States of America.
It's almost like they're on a parallel track, another kind of government.
No, I'm still here.
Different avenue.
They haven't attacked me yet.
Lastly, how do you see the main?
I just had to go back to my hotel room and charge stuff.
I don't see any of them.
There's another person.
Read about it, despite all the
There's no one in the back. There's no one in that car.
individuals that are reporting on this and sharing it with America.
I'd like to send out a special thanks to the flat earthers that tried to crash my live stream earlier. And yeah, I did notice, and we've recorded all of that stuff, and I will be making a response video to those individuals. So
I heard one comment, and we'll close with this. We're not conspiracy theorists, we're whistleblowers.
That's very true. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Thank you, sir. Mark Anderson reporting from Bilderberg Day 1, June 1st, 2017. Stay tuned for more the rest of the Bilderberg meeting here in Virginia for 2017, and that's through June 4 on Sunday. Okay, it's always a little ad-libbing. We don't read scripts out here.
No, that's fine. It's a thankless job you're involved in, but I appreciate you doing it, and I try to share as much of this information with people, and it really breaks my heart that after 10, 15, or 15 to 20 years of myself, just trying to understand things and listen to...
where are all the people? I don't know. There's no one here. Guess the alternative media had a tough day not being here, so they're not here now either.
The Penguins are playing the championship.
Well, I think the problem, not that everybody thinks this deep, I think what scares people, if they're thinking deep enough to get scared, is probably what's the truth, and that's in a way a regular government. You know, the corporate and the Federal Reserve and the whole system has gotten to such a fine-tuned machine that the basic sovereign state...
No, I didn't see anyone from InfoWars
some
here.
even use the word dissolve. They're foreign to what they started at.
If Owen was here, I missed him. He must have come when I was like recharging my batteries and
the word
stuff.
foreign, people don't understand. It doesn't always mean like overseas or exotic. It means contrary to the nature of something else. A foreign object is, you don't put a foreign object in...
There was no one here before me today. They were here after me or before this live stream. So
It doesn't necessarily mean it's...
I was the first journalist here on site
people,
today.
They don't understand words. Words are critical.
Public education.
Yeah, right?
And we're going to teach you to obey.
Yeah, I left. I had to leave the conference for a little bit to go charge up my phone and all my battery packs and my GoPro. So I had to leave. I had no choice. It was either leave and go charge my stuff and come back as soon as possible to film, or just stand here and not be able to film anything. So that was the choice I had. I don't have unlimited battery life.
That, although there are a few exceptions, like when they do robotics or certain things that encourage how to think. Sure. Most of it is what to think. Sure. Which means to dictate, to give you a dogma, to say this is true because we say so and it's in the
This
book.
is it. This is all that's left at Build-A-Bird.
Project, it's you find out what's true. Sure. You find out what was. And that we don't get enough of that. That applies to politics, not just say robotics. Yeah, get out there.
Long day.
What's up, man? Your name?
Gabriel.
Nice to meet you.
Gabriel, and we are Change New York, one of the original Occupy New York guys.
Oh, okay. Titus Frost is what people call me online.
Yeah, Titus Frost. Okay.
Yeah, but I go by
Child trafficking. I got some interesting discussion about
Oh, yeah?
that topic.
Yeah, what's up?
I had a cousin who was involved with producing child pornography, and he's now in federal prison.
Good.
He did that for 30 years. It's good, but
that guy, yeah.
it's good. But I found a coffee mug in the house from Boys Town, Nebraska.
Okay.
2 years earlier.
Larry King? Is that what we're talking about? Larry King? Larry King,
I am
remember that
not
guy?
exaggerating. I have evidence of that.
Nice. Yeah, I am live streaming. So.
I know that.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you the truth. His name was Stephen Proctor Brown.
Well, now you're that life
I'm gonna put his whole thing out there. He used to just he lived above Central Park. He'd go out with his toy boat and lure children. People that got children, you gotta watch your children because these predators are out there.
Yeah, they are.
I'm not kidding. This is real. This pedophile stuff is real. This guy was an elitist. He was an upper class trust fund guy in a blue blood Mayflower background type guy, and he thought he was invincible. And then he got caught trying to meet an 11-year-old boy. The guy was the biggest piece of dirt you would imagine. But yeah, it's a true story. I had to find that out, and I almost went to jail over it because I confronted my family about it, and they wanted to put me in jail instead of deal with it because they didn't even want to tell me it happened months earlier. The guy went to prison.
Yeah.
They wanted to keep me off the property because we have an estate, and they're like, we don't like your politics, so you can't be here. And the moment they tried to harass me, I asked them about the pedophile stuff, and I learned about it the day before. I had to hear this from my father. And I learned about it, so when these people started harassing me, I started asking them questions like, well, you let a pedophile on the property.
Yeah.
I'm the problem. So yeah, they made up a story in front of the cops. They paid somebody to file an order of protection against me. They put me for 15 months of hell in court. They had a private investigator follow me around.
Wow.
All because I dare challenge rich pedophile stuff.
Yeah. No, I believe it, dude.
So when you hear Milo Yiannopoulos getting complaints by people saying, oh, he's shilling for him, no, he's not. Let me tell you something. Unless you've dealt with this yourself.
I'm going to get on call with Jason right now. So we're going to talk about this a little bit because I was looking into this information. It's kind of showing me I'm seeing some different things that I don't think other people have been picking up on yet at the present time. So I'm going to see if he's going to be down to do this one right now. But that's one thing that I've been seeing it's been making me feel very, very interested in this whole thing. At least more than I have been in the past settings. So I'm sending my number over to Jason right now. We're going to do just a little bit of a talk to see what's going on. Let's see, Skype. Do I have Skype on my fucking computer? Yeah, I do. Alright, I'm gonna load up Skype real quick and we're gonna talk to George Webb. And Mr. Josh, or Mr. Jason, sorry, Jason. Alright, so what is my fucking contact number? Alright, I'm gonna kill my thing there. I'm gonna go ahead and kill that one there too so I can pull it through on the Skype. Oh boy. Yeah, don't be calling me on Skype and being dicks. But we're taking a quick second. We're gonna probably come out. We're gonna talk to these guys. I'll get you guys all hooked up. Alright, we got a couple things there coming. I'm just gonna wait for him to give me a call in. Alright. I think we're good. We got it. We're getting loaded up. How's it going, guys?
Good, man. Thanks for all your help. What should we title this stream? Defango on the line? Defango.
Yeah.
Defango Teams George? No, Defango.
Why is this thing still ringing?
What's ringing?
I just loaded up my Skype, but for some reason it's still ringing, but I can hear you guys talking in the background. Hold on a second. That was weird. Fucking Skype. What's going on with this thing right now? Come on, Skype. What are you doing to me right now? There we go. That's much better.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so, how's it going, gentlemen?
It's good. Do you want to be on video? Okay, there we go. We got you there. Okay, we're ready to start. We're going live.
Alright, perfect. Let me just fix my little camera right here.
Oh, but wait, we don't have it on the TV there. It's all right.
Oh, that's all right.
All right.
Well, wait. Maybe kick on the Periscope.
Yeah, Periscope as well. All right. Hello, Defango. Thank
How's
you
it
for
going,
your
man? Hey, no problem, guys. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question.
What's up?
the first thing when people hear the name Defango is, what's your real name?
My real name's Manuel Chavez.
Hello, Manuel.
How's it going, George, Webb, and Jason?
Very good.
Manuel, habla español.
Sí, puedo hablar español sin poco.
¿Dónde nació?
Yo vive in Arizona. That's where I'm from. I'm not like I'm from Arizona, born and raised. I've been living in the United States my whole entire life, and I love America, but I don't like what I see going on right now, man.
Yeah, dude, that's right.
I don't like it one bit.
All right, so we're up. We got no video on you, but if that's what you want, that's cool.
I'm trying to get it going for you guys. Let me see. Oh, there we go. It should work now. Perfect. All right. Yeah, so I was looking at what you guys had dropped. I was actually talking on a radio show, and a bunch of people were telling me that you guys were dropping this information. So I was like, okay, well, we got to make sure that we talk about it. So I started looking at those files, and, I kind of started seeing something that I noticed when we were looking at the Guccifer 2.0 stuff. And, it seems that if Guccifer 2.0 actually did hack the DNC or whatever, he created the files off of Warren Flood's account. And now Warren Flood used to work on the DNC used to work with the DNC back in like 2008 on the Obama campaign, and that was something that they were doing for quite some time, or he was doing for quite some time. So like he would have been the only person that had access to everything that seems to be in those file structures. And the only reason I say that is because I actually worked on the Obama campaign back in 2008, and I was doing IT work. And like I was looking at this stuff, and I definitely remember a lot of the systems that they're using. Like these are files and things that come from somebody that was going to be setting up the DMC. So like this is files that like Warren Flood would have had access to, Sethrichfiles would have had access to. But it seems like there's a lot of other stuff peppered in there that wouldn't essentially be associated with Sethrichfiles on the front part of it. I mean, it looks like this is stuff that's coming from like Warren Flood's computer of some sort. And I think that's actually very, very interesting because I haven't seen too much coming out of that. And the last time I checked on the whole Guccifer thing, everybody was saying something about this whole little Warren Flood connection, but nobody seems to have, associated it to some of these new leaks. And I thought that was very interesting because it's like, where we...
Do you think, Defango, you think that this thing that we put out tonight, is that new stuff? Because everyone's like, oh, this is old.
Yeah, some of this stuff is old for sure. Like the stuff inside the files is old. Like it doesn't seem like there's anything fairly new. There's only some new stuff that's associated with like what was going on during the Bernie type stuff during the election when they basically stole the election from the poor guy. So it seems like there's some new stuff in there, and then there's a lot of old stuff from like 2008, 2009 that's associated when they were rebuilding the van, like the MPN van. That's like what Warren Flood was supposed to be working on when he first started. So like it kind of
Hey, were you on the stream during the time when we had William on there, who's the guy in Australia who's kind of an expert at NPG van?
No, I haven't. I didn't think I actually was on there when he was on there. I didn't see that one.
NPG, sorry. So no problem. But your first name, because I don't want to call him by the handle, but just remind me of your first name. Is it Manuel?
Yeah, it's Manuel or Manny. Most people just call me Manny. That's what I go by.
Okay. So I mean, I think it's Manuel, whatever you want to do. Whatever it is. So Warren Flood. Let's talk about Warren Flood. How you say he worked on the 2008 campaign? Did you ever meet Warren Flood? That's a good question.
You know what? When I was working on the campaign, I think I definitely did run into that guy, at least associated with him. I never got any emails and such because I was like a volunteer for the campaign when I was working, but they gave me a phone and a laptop and shit like that. It was a BlackBerry, and they gave
you a BlackBerry.
Yeah, they gave me a BlackBerry. Like when I first started, I had like one of those little like burner phones that they were giving to all the people, but then they had upgraded me to having a BlackBerry because they wanted me to be on Messenger so I could go fix stuff.
BlackBerry's an upgrade. Okay, good. Okay,
so like, then once I was in there, like I definitely had talked to a lot of folks, but one of the things that I kind of like helped those guys set up was like Obama used to like call everybody, like he would call all of his places at once or whatever and have like one singular call where he could basically talk to every single one of his repositories. And like I remember that was the person that they were like, hey, how can we do this? And I was just like, oh hey, if we just set up this little system right here, we can, have the like have the guy call into this one number and he can talk to everybody all at once and there's no lag.
Did you ever set up a conference call for the president?
I set up the original conference calls. So like, I think it was, let's see, I started in the campaign like sometime in probably July, and it was right around July when they started doing all the calls to everybody, and that's basically like how I got my upgrade. I had started off, just making phone calls and crap like normal volunteers, and then I moved over to actually doing a lot more stuff with them because of, just out of sheer, ability right now. It seems like it was kind of interesting, honestly, when I first got into it, because I didn't really know what to expect from working in that situation, and I was just kind of like, well, I ain't got nothing to do. Let's just go see what's going on, honestly.
So what is your relationship to Kim.com?
Well, that one's kind of a tenuous one, at least a little bit. I don't want to like talk too much about it because of law and stuff like that, but I used to help people manage certain types of websites, and like I think I first started associating with the guy through IRC a few years ago, just through using his website, and after everything had happened with Mega Upload going down, like I kind of like had been supporting him or whatever, but I mean he's been following me on Twitter for a very long time, and we've been exchanging messages and emails and such because we both really do think about the same things a lot of the time, and like I definitely believe a lot of the stuff that he's going through. Sometimes though I feel like his methods are a little bit more trolly, but I think it's just kind of like it's the game that it's like the air that he plays about himself, because he's got a lot on his plate right now with all the shit that happened to him with Mega Upload and the government and whatnot. I mean, it was pretty serious. It was some pretty serious shit.
Can you say a little bit about your background, where you went to college and where you grew up and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, I grew up in Casa Grande, Arizona, and basically I went to school at one of the local schools. I started working for the schools and their computer systems when I was 16, and then I started working for a college after that. And I actually didn't go to school for IT. All of it is self-taught, but I ended up running the systems department for Walmart and basically running stuff on their IBM mainframes in Bentonville, and then I helped them turn in their system into what you call a global logistics system, or GIS, and I helped implement that. And then, I mean, I went to culinary school for a while. While I was going to culinary school, I ran the IT department for Le Cordon Bleu College of Culinary Arts, and I was actually kind of right around there, and they're like I watched that school crumble basically because I was, there investigating, kind of seeing where my school dollars were going to, and yeah, not a very cool place, honestly. Not really happy with what they were doing.
So have you ever been to New Zealand, and have you ever met Kim.com?
No, I've never actually like met him, personally, like shook the guy's hand, but I know a lot of people around the world like that I know that I'd be cool with if I showed up on their doorstep. Because like we've talked, chit-chatted before a lot and stuff, and like even then, through Twitter and whatnot, obviously, like there's always been messages that have been passed back and forth.
So everybody was telling us basically to just send these files to WikiLeaks for verification, but is there anything in there that WikiLeaks doesn't have?
Yes, there is stuff in there that WikiLeaks doesn't have, in my opinion, because none of this stuff is up there, and if it's not on their website, more than likely that they don't have it.
That's a good point.
And I could see why he would. I could see why he wouldn't want to be the one that's sending it over, because he's looking for somebody, trying to give somebody a bone, I guess.
Why Kim wouldn't be the one to send it over, you mean?
Yeah, I could see why he wouldn't want to be the one to send it over, because, obviously he's getting launched, and it would be a lot easier for somebody to disseminate it, because they need people to look at this stuff. We kind of got to verify it before we give it to WikiLeaks. But even at the same time, when WikiLeaks goes through all this stuff, I think, they definitely scrub.
I mean, that's going to be pretty fucking obvious from anybody who was watching the stream, and also George and I are basically, every single thing we're doing for the past couple of weeks is going to get a shot in the face or whatever, so.
Oh yeah, for sure. Me too, bro.
I just sent it to WikiLeaks.
See, that's the thing, is like, I'm trying to figure out how you sending something to WikiLeaks. You got to find out the right spot. Like, somebody was telling me that there was like a submissions link that you can go, but it has to be classified. So if you want to securely submit a document to WikiLeaks, you have to go to an Onion site. And the Onion and if you go to that Onion site, make sure that you're using the Tor browser, and make sure that you submit it utilizing their public PGP key. And if you do that, you know, like they definitely got it for sure.
Yeah, no, I did. I filled out a whole form and everything.
So, Manuel, I have a question. You realize, right, the gravity of the situation we're in. We're either in a hack situation, which is going to impeach the president, or we are in a leak situation, which would exonerate the president, right?
That's correct.
Would you agree with that?
I would agree.
You agree with that, right?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
So everything we're talking about here is talking
Hack or leak.
Hack or leak. We're talking about not something that happened a year ago, and we're not trying to retry the Democratic primary. We're not trying to retry the election. This has nothing to do with Bernie versus Hillary. This has nothing to do with
Wait.
the election.
Somebody just said that WikiLeaks tweeted the same file in September. Is that true?
I mean, when I looked at the ones in September, I didn't see anything that matched that, and I've been keeping up on most of their leaks that they've been dropping out. So, I mean, it doesn't look exactly like the same thing, and I have a folder with all the WikiLeaks stuff in it, you know, and I don't do duplicates. So, I mean, unless I missed that particular one, I would say that I haven't seen that stuff before. At least this particular, like, portion of it, because this has a bunch of DAT files and stuff from the actual van. Like, that's what's weird about it. It has like this. It has the source van files from when they were like building and adding onto it, and that's not something that I've seen personally come out on any of the leaks. Period. So it's a little weird. Seems like it seems like it's like an expansion of what was already there. Like there's more stuff there. There's more files than there is zip files.
Excellent. Well, it's good to hear that because we have somebody who was at some personal risk to try to get that information. So that's good news to know. But the key question is, if this really is a pivotal in the discussion between leak or hack, what do you feel tonight after having seen the data? You've seen a little bit of the data. What do you think? And did anything you see tonight change your mind about leak versus hack? Because we're talking about, if it's hack, it means Donald Trump may be impeached. If it's leak, that means he's exonerated.
I think I'm still sitting on the leak side of things because it doesn't look like a hack to me. And if it was a hack, it was a hack from somebody inside the DNC. It wasn't a hack from somebody outside the DNC because there doesn't seem to be. It looks like somebody just zipped up some files, like logged in with an RDP connection, you know.
Yeah.
The files,
Manny,
sent them out.
Manny, do you know about the the flaw in NGP van?
NGP van.
The exploit of the flaw?
Yes, I remember when that came out, and honestly, like I had remember when I was working on the van system back on the Obama campaign in 2008, there was a similar issue that nobody seemed to have talked about, but I remember that it was pretty freaking easy if you understand how the file structure was, because technically the way that their system was working back in the 2008 period is that it would only segment the data for certain like areas, and it would only do that through like your username. It wouldn't actually change it. So if you would have just started editing like the little tails of the URLs, you could change the different records, and you could see records that were outside of the geofence that you were supposed to be in. And then basically from what I understand, and I was just talking about that, I actually did a little bit of a stream on it. I had remembered back in 2015, the Amy Dassey, the chief executive officer for the Democratic van, had put out that Medium article talking about what had happened, and they were trying to say that, Bernie Sanders people were doing this, but the thing is, most obviously, in my opinion, like the people on Hillary's camp were the ones that were working on the system, and they were way more in the know about this typical flaw than anybody that was working for Bernie Sanders at that time, because he pretty much didn't have any of the DNC guys, especially the guys that were behind the van, on his back at that point in time. So Like,
You know what I noticed during the earlier stream was that Josh Utretsky joined.
mhm.
Do you know him?
I don't think I know that guy.
Because he said that he did not agree with Williams' assessment of the what William described as a flaw, which I feel is an exploit.
Yeah, it's an exploit. It wasn't. It's not a. Well, I mean, it's a flaw, exploit,
I mean,
but
it's not a bug, though. It's not a mistake.
yeah, it's not a mistake. It was just. It's literally. It's a mess up. You know, it's a fuck up. That's what it was. It's like somebody didn't. So it wasn't the act. There was nothing physically wrong with the van. It's the server that itself that the van was on, the Apache server that it utilizes to file the documents, wasn't segregating people's documents. So as long as you had an authenticated session with the server, and if you knew the URL you would wanting to go to, you could pretty much look at any of the data. But if you were just using the actual system itself to navigate, it would segregate you so you would only see the stuff that you want to see. But if you were to make a connection and have it, get that SSL going, and then you just start messing with the tails of the URLs, that's how it was. They were able to basically do that. And, they were able to see stuff outside of their sandbox.
This is Defango on the phone. People are asking.
Defango is Manny or Manuel, and your last name, Defango?
Manuel Chavez the third, or the turd, depending on how you know me.
Okay, Manuel Chavez, Defango. So, given the fact this is so critical, this is leak or it's hack. If it's hack, you have to impeach Donald Trump. If it's leak, you have to acquit. This is like if the glove fits. Yes, it's the Johnny Cochran thing. If the glove fits, you must acquit, or if it doesn't fit, you must acquit.
Well,
so I mean.
Well, that's true, but we all three of us know that OJ's son was the one that made the murder, right?
It's funny that you say that because Robert Groden thinks that as well. But
well, I don't want to get off. I don't want to get off on that.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I met the guy. I believe it.
You know Robert Groden?
No, I met. What's it called? OJ Simpson's kid. I met that guy. He slept on my floor.
Wow. Okay, let's not talk about that.
But my point being is that if it's a hack and it's the Russia narrative and Schumer shift and all that, the president most likely will be impeached. If it's a leak, it exonerates the president, and he most likely will defeat the efforts to get rid of him. So the Kim.com testimony now becomes critical between impeachment of the president or exoneration of the president.
Well, wait, but why? Because if he's saying Warren Flood is the only one who would have had access to the files, why does it matter if Seth Rich had a mega upload account or not?
Because it's mega. Well, let me ask this question: If Seth Rich does have a mega upload account, as Kim.com said to us 2 nights ago, that Seth Rich does have a mega upload account. If Seth Rich can come to Congress and can come to the congressional hearings and say, here's the metadata, here is the files that he uploaded on such and such a day, does that not exonerate the president?
I think it definitely exonerates the president. Like, I never really thought that Trump and his team were really behind this. I mean, I've always looked at it as more of like a deep state play, because a lot of people try to like separate it like red versus blue, but from most of the investigations that I've been looking into, like John McCain seems to be in collusion with a lot of Democrats, and they seem to be working on a lot of different stuff. And like that meeting that he had with Loretta Lynch in Arizona kind of just makes me keep thinking about it, because like a little bit after that, what do we get? We got this whole thing, and then you're talking about this guy hiring MS-13 and stuff like that. Like Trump, or what's it called? McCain haven't been having to deal with those guys in Arizona for a very, very long time. And like, I mean, where I'm from, Casa Grande, Arizona, like that's where those guys basically moved to and took over the town almost. And I mean, it was a pretty bad place to be living in at one point in time. I got the hell out of there, but like I definitely know what those people are capable of, and I've seen what the I've seen firsthand what they do. and what
Wow.
who they're working with. So like Arizona, they call it one of the dirtiest states out there because it definitely is, man. Like there's a whole lot of stuff going on, and like McCain and a lot of our people have been working on this stuff, and they're behind it. Like the information's trying to get out, but people are afraid to talk about it for sure.
Well, that's what we're trying to change. Yeah, I do need to get some sleep. Everybody's right.
Okay,
We're
so,
uploading that file. It's 50% of its way to WikiLeaks right now.
Good.
so I want to thank, Manuel.
Fango, our buddy now. Thanks for all your help, man. It was really great.
Hey, no problem, man. Anything I can do to help you guys, honestly, because like I see you guys out there fighting, and I'm like over here on my computer. Hey, I'm on the other side of the country right now, but I'm watching you guys, and I've been watching you guys. I got you guys on the alert, so anytime that you guys have anything, and hey, if you need somebody that can investigate this stuff, you need a hacker, send it over to me. I got your back. And if you guys ever if you guys are ever running into any troubles, online or whatever, me and my team will definitely help you guys out.
That's awesome.
Thanks, Manuel. That's a big deal. Thank you.
All right. So you're in Arizona now? Oh wait.
No, I'm in California right now. Like I moved to California.
LA or what?
Yeah, I'm in what's it called? I'm in SoCal.
All right. So I come to LA pretty often. We got to connect.
Yeah,
when I
right
get out.
by LA, man. I'm like, if you ever come into LA, definitely connect. And honestly, if I'm ever back that way, I've been wanting to go and do this thing that you've been doing yourself. So like I've been watching it every day on my stream, and we've been talking about what you guys have been doing for a while. And I'm just like,
really? Oh, I'm gonna have to follow that.
Yeah,
hey,
I'm like, you're the man.
Please delete that. Is it just Defango on YouTube?
Yeah, youtube.com/Defango.
I'm getting on there right now.
Yeah, just pop on that. I do a lot of stuff with the WikiLeaks drops. I mean, I also solve puzzles. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Cicada 3301, but like that's actually I got brought there from you. I'm the guy that found the spear in the desert.
Wow.
So like I got that spear. I got a couple ancient letters and whatnot, but they've been basically giving me a lot of information, and I've been watching you guys and what you've been doing and following the Seth Rich case itself. So like obviously if there's anything that I can do to help you guys out, or I got your back 100%.
Yeah, we appreciate it. I think we also want to just kind of like let everybody know that George is under control, but he's also under a lot of pressure.
For sure,
and didn't want to like upset or insult anybody. So we're sorry about that.
It's all good, man. I think we all know that you guys have been at this for a long time. I mean, you guys are what 220 days into this investigation.
I came in way later than George, but
George's been on it.
The past couple, like today, there was some shit, and earlier in the week, you guys, I'm sure, saw when we started streaming was because there are people who are trying to stop us from doing this, of course. So
of course, but that's the thing is you guys.
Apologize to anybody, particularly Kim.com, who might have been upset, and I hope we can still work with Kim.com. Listen, the goal is, I don't want anybody to go to jail for not having done anything. And if there's something that we have in that thing tonight that Kim.com can tell us something about to like kind of get him off the hook, that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, no, I totally agree, man. I think that's why, like, when I saw that you guys were trying to get a hold of him, I was like, well, I have at least a direct line. I know I know he was watching you guys, and I know he's definitely seeing it.
Up, man. I
he's definitely, it's probably just definitely it's late, and I know, knowing, just understanding where that guy's been coming from and how he's been doing his stuff. I mean, he's never like right away, but I'm pretty sure like he's been on you guys have been on his radar for a while, and like
he's
right
been
now,
on the team before too. So.
And I want Kim to know that I have been very supportive of him tonight, or in the past. Just tonight, I'm at my.
Let's just apologize.
Well, no. I just kind of hit my patience level. But he's got a legal case. I understand that's a good point. And Jason has calmed me down, and I want to apologize to Kim.com. For my earlier outburst.
Very good. Great. All right. Well, listen, thanks everybody for staying up so late. And this file is 56% of its way to WikiLeaks. I guess the anonymous submission part of it is sort of pointless now that everybody knows that we did it, but like whatever. We're so in this that if something's gonna happen to us, it's just gonna happen.
This is how we protect you guys. You know, like you know, you got to remember that the bad guys are trying to come after you. But the thing is there's a lot more good guys that are watching your back, and I don't want you guys to like be paranoid about any of that stuff. But dude,
I had a knot in my stomach.
we got your back. Like the people have your back. Like regardless of what happens, if they are stupid enough, if they are absolutely stupid enough to try anything with you guys, they would kill themselves. Like they would shoot themselves in their own foot because there's so many people watching you guys right now. So keep it up. Keep it up. Just make sure you keep it right because you know what? Like I'm supporting you. I know everybody else out there is supporting you guys.
Kim is back on the Periscope.
Sweet. Well, that's good. That's good. You know, if he's gonna call in or whatever, he should. Kim, he's sorry. He's just super into this, man. It's been so long.
There he is. All in the chat. I don't know how to stop the chat. I'm a very like live streaming idiot.
Which chat is he in? Is he in your YouTube chat or is he in your Periscope
no,
chat?
He's on the Periscope there. But listen, we got to wrap it up. I was ready to fall asleep an hour ago.
I know, but we should give him a chance to call us.
No, it's so late. Let's do it tomorrow. Huh? All right, look. I mean, listen. Whatever. I don't even know. I just gotta go sleep pretty soon.
Okay. Well, get some sleep, guys. Get some sleep.
Yeah,
you guys have been working
tomorrow.
hard.
We'll
Get
be back
some sleep.
tomorrow. We're gonna be on InfoWars.
We want InfoWars tomorrow. Kim, we'd like to talk to you before we go on InfoWars.
Well, look, if timing is good now for New Zealand, Kim, it's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
We're available. We have Trump and Chernovich. You know, I mean, I think Kim is like
cool in your chat. Thanks for Kim. Thank you, Kim. Yeah.
We have pretty savvy, and he knows
that's classy.
Chernovich. He knows Chernovich has the Scavino connect, and Scavino has Trump's ear. So I think, you know, I think Kim.com knows this Chernovich is not just some guy out here that doesn't have banners.
You know what? People are saying Kim should call in now. I mean, I don't know if that's convenient for him, but
I just want to say that I know what is the connect, and that is Chernovich to Bannon to Trump. Scavino is also key guy. So it's
there we go.
Oh, there, it finally worked after all that time.
There we go.
Who's that?
That's me.
Bingo.
That's what I look like.
I love this is our
robot guest.
Totally low tech guest.
That's actually like my favorite thing to see right now. Like I was trying to mess with my webcam. I don't know why it wasn't pulling up, but that's hilarious.
It's the Snowden with the robot. It's our low rent version of the tripod Snowden cam, the Snowden robot.
I got to get a new. Anyway.
That thing is pretty dope, though. Oh my gosh, like, oh my, look, I'm like a little robot.
Let's just talk to Kim here if he's still on the Periscope. Kim, is it convenient? Would you like to talk right now, or should we do that tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean it's up to him, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure he'll be fine.
He's coming back. There he is, right there. I know he's dark green.
Well, I don't know if he's
the dark green went by. I saw him.
People are saying that you should call. I don't know. It's up to Kim. I don't even know. He's got to go. I understand. Yeah, we'll talk to you later. Sign the White House petition. You got it, Kim. We'll talk to you soon, man.
Oh, there you go. Thanks, Kim, for hooking these guys up. We're going to all sign the White House petition for sure. But, you know, you should talk to these boys at least a little bit, Kim. They're good people. You know, we're all working for the same thing, my friend. And, you know, we got your freaking back too, Kim. You know that because if his case gets solved, guys, like, the things that will change for America for the better as far as privacy and stuff, that's going to be the real thing that we need to get done. Because, like, literally, that's going to stop a lot of this bad shit that's been happening, you know, all these really interesting hacks and hell, just all the data that gets black holed into, you know, NSA data centers all over the place. So, like, this is one of those things. If you haven't signed it, go sign it. You know, I'm sure Kim's right there. We're all on the same team. Thank you. Much love, Kim.
Yep, absolutely. And it was an extra lucky document because it appeared on my birthday.
Oh, extra. Happy birthday. Whose birthday? It's your birthday?
April 7th. April 7th was the date.
Ah, that's right. That's right. Well, very, very interesting. That's funny, you know, I was looking at the birthdays today, and, you know, like, this is our day. Everybody was talking about year zero. That's what WikiLeaks was talking about. You know, very, very so far in the past, and then doing these cicada puzzles, like June 1st was the day that they said that something big was going to get dropped. And I mean, we had the pandemic release, we have these documents that are going on, we got the Bilderberg meeting going on. Everything seems to be coalescing into this point right now. So we're starting to see what's going on, but you know, like nobody's going to be able to stop us if we keep streaming like this. Like this is what we got to do.
I mean, we've got over 1,000 people looking at this right now. Like, what the hell time is it even? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. All right.
So we gotta go to bed.
We gotta go, yeah.
Kim's not, we're not gonna talk to Kim today, so we're gonna go
Yeah,
to
you
bed.
guys talk to him tomorrow. Talk to him tomorrow. There's definitely going to be more stuff going on. Just, you know, keep doing the good work, man, and know that, what's it called? Everybody's got your back, bros.
Thanks, Manny.
Nathaniel. We'll talk to you soon, man.
Talk to you soon, boys.
Care,
Have a good one.
everybody.
Thanks, Manny.
Wow. I did it. Motherfucking did it. I fucking did it. I 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 did it. That's right. When are people gonna learn? How many skills does this guy have? He's getting people together, connecting people together left and right. Come on, dude. These are our people. George Webb, that's family. I mean, you know, I don't care what's going on. I see what he's doing. But, you know, we got Kim to get into the thing, and we know that he's watching, and that's very, very beautiful because, you know, like, we need to move forward. His shit is just as important as all this other shit. The Sethridge stuff is just as important as this because it all goes together. Because it's all part of the package. Because, you know, we keep taking all these little points out, and eventually that whole structure is going to crumble. And you know what? We all got to just stand together as the people and do this the right way. And, you know, they got to be on InfoWars tomorrow. And they're all like, damn, dude. Like, this is something that has been going on. And, I mean, I'm just glad that I got to be able to help these guys out in their, you know, journey. Because, you know, honestly, they're doing the big shit right now. You know, like, I'm doing it, you're doing it, we're doing all this. So, you know what? That's what we do. That's what we do, guys. That's what we do. So, make sure, you know, subscribe, like, check me out on Patreon, patreon.com/Tefango. You know, if you're a Patreon of mine, whenever I find gold or shit like that in the desert and I sell it for money, I'm just going to give you money. So, whoever's a Patreon of mine gets paid out anytime I find some cool shit and make money off of it. So, you know, hook me up, I hook you up. That's how we work with it. But either way, I'm gonna this is crazy, man. Like, I just literally from my computer I got George Webb connected to Kim.com and I facilitated that whole thing, and I feel very good about that because I know that in the future there's gonna be a lot more interesting stuff coming up because I still haven't even used any of my powers yet. Either way, much love, everybody. Much love. Much love. I just been hearing my subscribers going, ding, 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 ding. Yeah, we're going to stop that big corrupt government. I told you when I found that spear, I said this is going to be the death blow. And I wasn't kidding, dude. I was not kidding. We are blessed. My power level isn't even 9,000 yet. Alright, real quick though. Probably should just like take a second, everybody. Just take a second and chill. Let's take a second and chill. I'm gonna go ahead and stop this live stream right now, and I'm gonna do the refresh thing so that I can make sure that this thing processes so that we got it up there and available so people can watch it. But either way, I'll be right back, everybody. So much love, so much love. This shit just started, and we're gonna be like, what?